I'm certainly ready for last dungeon. Last time kind of really took me out. It's my fault for not realizing how intense metaphor dungeons can be. Time for longer dungeon! Also, good morning, Gamley. Is everyone having a good mid-autumn night? Moon is full. Longer days. Longer nights ahead. Alright, let's hand in some quests.
Not finished yet?
Trying to beat dungeon for 4 hours. Oh dear, Hikaru. Refill. Gonna be a long night for you. Have you brought me the Polar Stone? Yes, I brought you 3 in fact.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, you found at least one of my stones. Now I can make a doll for my grandchild. You saved me. No, you saved my grandchild's life. The rumors were true then. You really do have a good heart. Take a little extra with my thanks. You will.
Mission accomplished.
Passionate raps. What are those? All 3 of the stones are safely back in my grasp. Words cannot express my gratitude, my boy, but hopefully this reward can. At the end, I'm suffering as there's a gimmick face, which I had nothing for. Because you decided to be a punchy boy? Don't worry, no regrets. No regrets on punching only. Go on home. Aww. That's nice. Does that mean you get to go home early? On such a fine night? Here, from me, my son, and his wife. We all want you to have this. Wait, I thought the whole reason you had us gather these was because you couldn't tell your family you dropped them. Yes, at first I intended to hide my mistakes, but after I sent you off, I gave it some more thought. The stones were guiding tools for us fisherfolk, that we might find the right path. Could I really pass them to my grandchild under such deception?
I feel fine.
Oh, they were shocked to be sure, but in the end, all of them, even my grandchild, simply laughed and forgave me. And when I told them about you, they were all moved that you would go so far for a complete stranger.
Thank you, dearie.
It isn't much, but we'll all be supporting your bid for that throne of yours. Seems like we ended up getting a lot out of this, huh? Oh, that's convenient. Living right across the street from 7-Eleven then. But that also means that every time you want a drink, you have to go outside. There's that trade-off. Full heal, defense buff, complete buff, debuff removal, alongside bypass all damage. Oh god, Hikaru. I cannot wait for that fight. See if I can survive through sheer force of storyteller mode.
Thank you, dearie.
Thanks to you, my grandchild will be able to go out and fish. Oh, convenient. You live in a very convenient neighborhood, Gabby. Sounds like. How can we even tell she's smiling through a mask?
Hey, mister.
You saved our island, right? Mom says it's sometimes nice to give people things when you want to say thank you. So here, I found it at the well. Oh, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna go play now. Thanks, Mr. Aldak. Bye-bye. Wait! You have to talk to people for gold beetles too? Damn. That means I might be missing a lot. I don't go back and talk to people. Huh?
It's all right.
Have Almighty or ignore resistance. I think it's a technically oh Jesus. Oh no. I'm just gonna keep Almighty damage on my protagonist then. Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive to Altaberry all the same.
Well,
So, there's something I'd like to ask of you. You see, I'm not quite accustomed to life outside the island yet. To avoid any blunders on our forthcoming travels, I'd like to learn about the world ahead of me. And I was wondering if you could tell me more about the other towns. Even just a little bit would suffice. Sure.
I'm quite grateful.
Ooh, it's almost been a year since you moved there. How you enjoying? How you enjoying your move? Your new place? Thank you very much. Let us talk as we stroll the beach. I talked to Yufa about the busiest, most bustling street in Grand Trad. Sunlumio Street. How come I always read that as Sunmellow?
Wow.
It's
It's
not.
nothing
oh.
like Etria. Incredible. Oh, wait, do people in Grand Trad have big families?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
If it's called Sunlumio
Throwing money at it
Street,
is
then all
not
its residents are of the Sunlumio, are they not?
300 damage on 20k HP. Are you gonna run out of money first, Ikaru? Oh my gosh. All the residents are of the Sunlumio, are they not?
On the island, places are named after the people who live there, so... Oh, maybe that's not how it works there? I'm sorry, I must come across so strangely.
Yufa?
Brother, I'm learning about the outside world from him. If I remain naive about it, I will only be a burden.
These siblings are pretty cute.
Does living beyond our borders make you anxious, Yufa?
The lovely sheltered island. Is that your type, Ikaru? Mm. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite in this game, Ikaru? Now I want to know.
A little. But I shouldn't be, no? This was my own decision.
I want to play my old PS2 games. I want to I want to finish P3. And I want to finish... Oh no, what was that game called? It's a round side scroller. It has Gwen something? No! One of the main characters is a Valkyrie. she looks like a swan. Odin Sphere? Yes, that's it. I want to finish that. That's what I want to finish. Holy crap. Oh, I've heard good things about Sugiden. I want to finish Odin Sphere at some point. I love the art in that one. It's so good. You fun till you got one of the singer girls' bonds last night, and now she's my favorite. What? Aww. Oh, sorry. I should, it's my own decision. I avoid you feels wrong. It's natural to feel nervous.
It's natural to feel anxious about new things.
Precisely, yes. The first time I left the island, I was so nervous my knees shook.
Really? Is that true, brother?
No one steps out into the unknown without some trepidation in their heart.
Odin Sphere. I made it to the fairy girl. Wait, no, I passed it. I was at that other dude with the white hair. Is that where I was? Anyways, it's been a while, but I really love the art in it.
That said, people only fear what they don't know
Sure.
because they don't fully
Good morning,
understand
Luna.
themselves.
I wanna hear about Umeshu.
I believe this is your time, sister. You've heard of the trials of Malnova, have you not?
Malnova?
It is an island where a peculiar monster lives, raised in stagnant magma. The monster reflects the anxiety of
Found a
those who
more
challenge it,
functional
and it
plan.
provides those who overcome it with proof of their victory.
A more functional plan than punching and throwing money at it? Ikaru. Oh no. Tasted sweet, oh god. Maybe don't do that. I only drink in moderation, okay? I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to alcohol, actually. So I can't physically drink very much.
I am one such victor, and I gained a great deal from it. I think you could stand to benefit as well, Yufa.
It's a tactic that's a spoiler? Oh dear. What does that mean?
You would count your new friends as reliable warriors, correct? Perhaps you might tempt them with the discarded treasures and armaments of our ancestors there.
What?
It will challenge you, to be sure, but you'll walk away better for it. Before you leave, consider testing your strength.
No! Is that why you told me to do to do the dungeon first? Are they gonna make me go to the islands? No.
But what if it proves too challenging?
To alcohol, but basically nothing. I do have an alcohol tolerance. It's just no. The thing is, I've never gotten drunk before. That's the tolerance I've had, but I can't drink any. So I don't know what that means. You don't drink anymore, but there was 6 months period. Oh god. Oh no, Gamli. Aw. I'm glad you're better. And it sounds like you're doing quite well, you know. You've got your freedom of going out at night to get some drinks. Non-alcoholic. Cannot process. No! To do the challenge. Shit. Why don't you come with us? Bro, come with us.
Can you assist us in this, Adeni?
I want to see the sibling bond. Although I think he's going to refuse because he's the chief of the island.
Oh, how I wish I could. But it's better that I don't. To leave the nest, she must spread her wings and fly.
The weather on the island is unpredictable at best. We won't know how dangerous it will be.
I would never send my precious sister off without regard for her safety. I have some idea of how to handle the weather. Won't you put your faith in your new friend and me? Your focus must be solely on the trial.
I understand. If this proof you speak of will give me the power to step boldly into my future, then I will want for nothing else.
That's the spirit. If you do decide to go, pay me a visit before heading out.
This one's important.
The informant at Golden Deer Hearth will have something. Damn it. Oh, okay. That's not
the
bad.
place. You
I
know,
was-
wouldn't mind visiting if
I
we
was
could
worried it was somewhere I had visited already, but it's of course it's that path that I didn't unlock. The strangely suspicious darker line that I've been looking at. Okay,
And right there's a labyrinth.
I feel less bad now.
Let's
All rather mysterious, isn't it? But knowing you'll be at my side, I admit, I do find my courage. A trial awaits. Please, lend me your strength.
Hey, hasn't that island been abandoned for quite some time? I hope the magla isn't too strong. But you'd better be prepared for the worst.
Did we ever see what's under her poncho? Are we gonna see that when we have nights at the ship?
What now?
Just curious what she looks like. What do you think? Now that we've got a trump card, I can finally focus on singing. Saint stays at the Opera House, and the acoustics are incredible there, you know. I'm really looking forward to this.
All right then.
What's our other stuff?
Really?
That's near us. Yeah, okay, we're done.
All right then.
Let's just go and fucking do it. Well, let's talk to this guy, I guess.
Hiya.
Please give me free shit. The way things used to be around here, it was peaceful. I never knew what people were thinking and didn't need to. Despite doing 3 of her bonds last night, I can't remember. But then you came and suddenly it's all different. I suppose people are saying what they're holding on to. Suppose people are saying what they were holding in? It's oozing out like pus from a sore. Meeting new people can change your world, eh? I always thought I'd live on this island forever. Never questioned it.
I shall.
I've only... Okay. Should we... Didn't he say go see her bro? About the weather? Oh wait. Because of free magma.
Hey! Let's see.
Beg your pardon.
Yo, how's your brother doing? Are you still scheming?
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Never thought you managed to grab both Priestess and the lance. Suppose you really are something special. Got me thinking, like. For a moment, I wonder if I'd meet you earlier, then maybe... don't mind me. Del's still not totally sound, so he's resting up. I don't want him pushing himself too hard. Shit. He's regretting following Louis. I can feel it!
That's the way.
Oh, me and 70 hours of gameplay. How long was that dungeon? Three hours. Only.
Hello there.
Oh, hi there. Actually, do you have a moment to talk? I think you'll find it to your benefit. What about your benefit?
Thanks.
I thank you for your concern. But you don't need to worry about me so much. Wait, did I? Oh my gosh, it's been like 5 days, okay? I don't remember. I don't remember anything in this game. I've in fact, before we started and I saw Juna there, I had forgotten what her name was. Who's anyone? I've only played 70 hours of this game and I can't remember shit still. I thought we saw what was underneath her poncho. She was... Oh! That was like 10 hours ago, Ikaru. Also, gosh, I'm a gentleman, okay? I wasn't washing her bathe. Jeez, Ikaru. Instead, will you let me help you with this staff of mine? It is a divine relic which has been passed down through generations of chiefs, though to describe its power is a challenge. You've met fortune tellers who can predict the weather in other cities, have you? They are descended from a priestly lineage, and I share the same power. In addition, if I use this staff to pray, I am not yet certain, but I believe I could clear up stormy weather. Once a day, that is.
What?
Clear up stormy weather? Would that extend to making places that are way too hot cooler? That's right. Though, again, I have not tested this power extensively. That's why I'd like to use it to aid you, if it can. Let us push its limits together. Look at his face! I love that face right there. Does it take a toll on you? It is indeed a resounding force, and is rather taxing. As such, I would hope you will compensate me accordingly. I'm not certain how well it would work, so I won't require payment for the first time. But next time, I'd like an almighty golden stew, or 20 marbled fin tunas. So I'm fucking never using this shit, because I am a filthy elixir hoarder. I could probably cook almighty stew or something, right? You can ask Edeni to change a dungeon's inclement weather to sunny for 3 days. You can only change the weather for one location at a time. If the weather looks bad at a dungeon you want to visit, ask Edeni for help before setting out. Note that while you gain more experience in battles during inclement weather, there are downsides, etc. Almighty Golden Stew is Yufa's specialty dish. Gonna miss her cooking, huh? Well, we could probably get a lot more out of our travels with powers like his on our side.
What will you do?
Talk to people. Didn't know you could do that. You mean you don't click all the little bubbles, Ikaru? Gosh, how are you 100%ing this game? Yeah, okay.
Leave it to me.
Very well. I'll first divine the weather in each region.
The weather.
If there's bad weather in a dungeon, I may be able to use my power to clear it. Any place you'd like to check? This one, I guess. I've been on normal the whole time, and despite hours of grinding, I'm only at 54 hours. Excuse you, Ikaru. Even though you grind 10 hours every dungeon? God. It's because I narrate everything. It's because if you had to say all of the lines out loud, you wouldn't be saying the same thing. Yeah, I want to see. Sure, why not? The Land of Ceremony. It is a place perpetually plagued with bad weather.
Will that be all?
Is this where you'd like a tamer weather? Yes, please.
Now then.
Well then, let me call forth my power. I did look up how long to beat this game, and it's usually... What is it? Like... 80 hours? 60, 70, 80 hours? And so I predicted about 100 for me. Maybe I'm just slow. There's no animation? Fucking bullshit. I wanted a cool animation. Excellent. It went well, I think. The weather should hold in the place you selected for 3 days. Yes.
Hey.
I like to talk?
Is that all right?
I'm sure I've already said this more than I can count, but allow me to thank you once more. I did not simply rescue. Sorry, you did not simply rescue our island from misfortune. You made us remember who we were meant to be. For that, I am truly grateful. 72-ish hours. Second was 34. Were you fast forwarding every interaction basically? 34 is so little. There is just one thing. Would you be willing to keep an eye on Yufa for me? Also, did you 100% the game basically? Did you get all the things at least? Get all the recipes? Make all the masks? I don't know. Yufa's already a valued friend. There's much I could learn from your approach to things. I was wrong to wholly reject your tribes as my island's chief.
That's the way.
What? Oh, yeah. All but a few cutscenes. What? I see. Yes, New Game Plus has bonuses. I think you... Everything but stats gained.
Hey.
The one thing you wanted, stats gained.
Hey.
What now?
Oh my gosh, I forgot how to get
That's
to
the way. All right,
the
then.
Gauntlet
Go.
Runner. To raid my pantry! And then to go to the island straight away. Because I don't think we have anything else to do.
Oh.
Can we make Almighty? Let me check my recipes. I'm just curious. Oh, we have the recipe. What is it? Almighty Golden Stew. Oh, we have a couple of them. Oh, this is pretty easy. Oh, except for the Lumi Bees. Was there a way for me to get Lumi Bees besides waiting for nighttime and then grabbing them in the campfire? I want to be able to make everything. Altaberry wheat flour. Oh, definitely can't make that. We're not in Altaberry. Dang, I do want to make everything. Gosh, it is the completionist in me. I want to see those check marks. Also, what the heck is that stew up there? It's a whole ass fish head up there. Marble fin tuna, kale dust. Oof. Finisher noodles, brocaded koi and monster bone. Where the heck do I get those? Secrets of secrets. Oh, that's probably what I need to finish that quest. You can eventually buy Lumi Bees. Oh, very nice. Should I make everything? Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. I want to look up that cooking quest.
Really?
I forgot that I can't freaking do shit when the Gauntlet Runner is not running.
Ah, capital. Everyone's here.
Route map. Let's get to the island.
Now then.
We might fill a request there.
This is the site of Yufa's trial. I apologize for taking up your time like this, but I simply must take this trial. I must get stronger. You've nothing to worry. Be sorry for, dear. Or love. We're friends. Helping each other is what we do. Whatever it takes, we'll knock this trial out together.
I should very much like to go there.
Very well, then. I'm counting on your help, everyone. Now that I think about it, didn't the informant on Virga Island... Oh, fuck! You're right!
It's your call.
You're totally right! We gotta get our tooltips first. I think we can go straight to the tavern. Rank 4 with Maria is speed cooking. You can only cook one meal at a time. Wait, what? Damn it. Okay, well, oh, damn it. I should have been cooking this entire time then.
Fancy a bit of info?
Oh no, I'm gonna run out of days. I can't cook anything anymore.
Want in on this?
The land of ceremony is a special place for us. Before they venture outside the island, our youth go there to face a trial. It's not mandatory, of course. According to what I've heard, the trial itself tasks the subject with defeating the monster within. No, I do have a rank 4 with Maria. But I can only cook one meal at a time? What does that mean? It's a monster within. It's said to be a bizarre creature that doesn't resemble any living thing. I wonder if it is truly a monster.
Just between us.
Rumor has it that it likes to summon its little friends. Its companions strengthen it, and when it hits you with a barrage of wind magic. So any free time you can always cook. Yes. But can I cook like a bunch of meals at the same day, the same night? Apparently it's weak to fire. Best use that to your advantage and end things quickly. Also, there's a bird-like monster called the Leogryph there. The closer you are to it, the worse it attacks. If I were you, I'd attack it from a distance. Avoid using wind magic since it won't be effective. We'd better make sure we're ready. I think to visit the Academia is in order? Always cook, it won't pass time, but you're still limited to one meal type at a time. Oh, interesting. One meal type at a time. Okay, I'm gonna cheat real quick and just look up the quest. Should I just look up the quest? Should I just make an effort and not look up the quest? Plenty of time to cook all the meals. Okay, that's good. I feel less bad now. So the quest for the cooking is something to do with mellow milk. That's all I know. Bringing cheer back to the people of Martira is mellow milk. That's all I know. And I think there's more than one recipe for mellow milk.
What now?
Let's inherit some cool skills. If I have fire, I have almighty. I think I'm ready. Who are we taking? So we have to take Yufa. And you have shit! You have bullshit! You have a useless attack as a summoner. Oh, and you don't get anything. Probably not until we progress the game. Because yeah, we can't even be a summoner right now. I'll take Heismate because I love stealing. My stealing little rat. My little rat thief. You need to talk to more to get her. Yeah. But we probably have to do this quest. Yeah. Same with Juna, huh? They're gonna make this difficult for me, huh? My rat thief is here. Maybe I'll take Juna. She's level 50. I don't know. And she has fire. To use magic medium fire, to use to one enemy. Sure. Every turn restores moves. Use status up.
All right.
Okay, we're ready. Walk up 2 more and go to the crafting. It might already be unlocked. What? You need to talk to more? It was very confusing reading that because more is a word. You mean I still get to talk to more?
All right then.
That's. I wanted to do this. Oh wait, the island people probably will. Will they talk to me now? Do I have stats for it?
Hey, mister.
Thanks.
Will you sell me
Oh, it's
things?
you.
I only sell my goods to those who can appreciate their value. Well, well. So you recognize my wares as weapons and armor. With the wisdom I've cultivated thus far, I was able to earn the shopkeeper's trust. Then, let us do business. I rotate my stock on a daily basis, but these items by nature are scarce and difficult to come by. I'll ask you to limit yourself to buy one item a day. With your sharp eye, choosing something won't be an issue. Here's what I have sale for today. Oh shit. I love mossy weapons.
Can we talk?
If we have this appraised at a shop, we might discover its true value. Right now we've got one. What do you want to do? I'm buying it. I love to gacha. Good eye. I have more items in tomorrow, so I'd appreciate it if you stop by again.
Hey, mister.
I got scammed.
What'll it be?
Talisman of Foul can be used to summon experiments. Or sorry, in summoning experiments. Oh no, what are these? Talisman of Raptor? Talisman of Divine? Oh no, what do you mean I need to buy these? I just don't have Fem and oh no! Is this what more is gonna unlock?
What are you on about?
Hey, mister.
What are you murmuring?
That's the way, innit?
So did she have made the right decision? Did you see how Lady Yufa and her allies fought? Oh, I did. Those divine forms of theirs were so entrancing. And they used no Sanctus igniters. That's true magic.
What's it now?
Oh. No thank you.
Till next time.
Wait. More, where did you go?
Well, isn't this a dilemma? That's the way.
Crafting summoner summons, that's what I thought.
Now, where was I?
Oh, my precious Moore.
Simply amazing.
I didn't think I would have the opportunity to talk to you again. Ah, with a new ally comes yet another power, I see. As you already know, what you've discovered is called the Summoner, an intriguing archetype that calls forth mythical beings from worlds we can hardly imagine. However, in order to summon anything, it requires a vessel, a catalyst, unique to each being you wish to call forth. Henceforth, I shall craft these vessels for you. I've added a new item in special experiments for just such a purpose.
Ah, right.
Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you'd like to listen, by all means.
Oh.
Why? That's a new archetype. Might I ask for a demonstration? Wait, the scroll is finally glowing. Oh my gosh, there's more content. This night is great. Is 10 out of 10 night.
Here, kitty.
Oh,
Yes.
I was hoping to speak further with you about that. I've recalled something after watching you and your allies in action. That mysterious language used in the formula. It's from the old world.
but then
So it goes back to the time of the city we found buried beneath the Dragon Temple. Why would the king go out of his way to write in such an archaic language? The king was an avid researcher of magic and its origins. He even founded the Mage Academy from the royal treasury. It's not beyond possibility he would know such a language.
huh?
Then the person whose name is written, they're probably long dead?
That is...
That I couldn't say for certain. But I did figure something else out. In front of the name is an alias, or perhaps more of a title. The True Seeker, Yin. Yet another connection to the archetypes.
Fascinating.
Intriguing, isn't it? Why is the Seeker archetype so important to the royal magic? Does it have power we have yet to ascertain? How I yearn to decipher the scroll in its entirety. If you come upon any further truths, please examine the scroll again. Oh gosh, there's some of the mass materials. Create a vessel. There's no need to equip it. Oh,
How
interesting.
good of you to come.
Oh my gosh, how good of you to be here. Cool. Goblin. Oh, that's what they mean by vessel. It's monsters that we've seen before. Oh, let's get this one. We need fire magic right now. It's poison. Beast multi-target almighty. Ooh. Captures. Sure, let's use magic. Why the fuck not? Are from other games. It's too bad I don't recognize any of them. Metaphor really has references to other games. Ooh, I never noticed. You can see the galaxy in that little globe thing. Oh, look at those textures. Buy more.
You'll come again, won't you?
I will always come again. Once we figure out how to get you out of this prison, and then we can travel together.
All right then, let's head there right away.
Hey,
Do we just
What now?
have it? We do just have it. Oh, sweet. You know what's from this game? Well, ones you get later come from other games. Oh, fun.
Everyone is here.
Also, it felt like I was at the end of this game. What do you mean later? Don't we only have one town left? Okay, no. I assume... Okay,
Now then.
I'm looking at this map, right? So there's obviously 2 areas left.
let's
At the
see.
very least. Maybe 3?
Let's see.
I don't think we're going up there. That's what I say. That's what I say looking at this map right now. I think there's one town. Next summoner class has Jack Frost. That's what I was wondering, if there was Jack Frost in this game. Sweet innocent you barely scratched the surface of the story. What do you mean? I played 70 hours of this game already. I thought I was at the end. When are we going to punch Louise in the face? Oh, I never noticed these chairs were fold down. That's interesting. These interesting stools. I don't know what purpose this would serve to have the chairs be fixed into place, but have them be up when you're not sitting on them. It's not like they save space. They look like they're attached to the floor. Anyways, route map. Let's get to the island.
We might.
It's your...
Great.
Let's do some cooking.
Can you hear me?
Nearest's voice is echoing out of the runner phone. There's some sort of altar that's appeared in the lounge. Yufa said something about it possessing divine powers, so give it a look. Yufa has arranged an altar in the lounge. Use it to dedicate a heartfelt prayer to another person, which may increase their MP. What do you mean, may increase?
What to pick?
All right.
I should let him know. Don't let me know anything, because I want to do some cooking. Now, what do you mean by types of food? Do you mean, oh, I can't make the same thing twice? Shrine I haven't touched as no free time. You're playing in normal, which is hardcore for me. Alright, let's do some stuff that has mellow milk in it, I guess. So there's this. There's coney stew, which I think might be the answer. And the other thing is benevolent bread. Soothes the soul. No, there's secrets of secrets, which I don't think is right. Coney stew, which is you can't make two different meals. You can make multiple of the same. Oh shit! I'm gonna fucking look it up. Screw this shit. Oh, should I look it up? I want to give up. I want to give up right now. It might be benevolent bread. All in favor of giving up. Okay, it was pretty early in the game, so it's probably an earlier thing, right? Fine. You know what? I'll trust your memory, Ikaru. I'll coney stew it. Why not?
Let's check.
Do we get an animation? I think so. That's the dish Stroll wanted to make. Wait here. I'll go get him.
Hey,
With meat with a bit of chew can be nice, but I prefer a braise, low and slow. That sounded mildly suggestive. I'm sorry. When it melts in the mouth, it hits your tongue. Ah, truly exceptional. Though that method does take forever.
even so.
Still, time should not deter you from taste. And once you taste it, you'll want to keep doing it. Cooking is mildly suggestive. I'm gonna go with that. I began preparing the food with Stroll. Season it well, then cook it until it starts to brown.
Got it?
It already looks good enough to eat, but we must endure.
Got it.
All that's left is to soak it in its flavor. We must control the heat carefully. Now, to keep your eyes on the prize. The aroma is surely whetting your appetite, but don't give in. The juice is precious, and not a single drop can be wasted. Amazing. The dish Stroll and I made is dripping with flavor and depth. I like how our MC took credit for helping make the dish, but he basically did nothing. Yes, Stroll and I made this dish. It's coney stew. Nicely done, if I do say so myself. You've earned first taste, I say. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing. But I can't do it again? Yeah, I can't. Oh my god, I can cook one dish at a time.
All right then.
Ooh, let's take a look at the shrine. Just to take a look. Wow. It's interesting. Certainly looks like a fire hazard. Are those coins? There's different types of incense.
I see you. Oh.
We have a kitchen and bedrooms, and there's even a washroom. Everything we need is here. This gauntlet runner feels more akin to a house with legs. Just think of the relations that can be established between the island and the mainland if gauntlet runners were to become accessible to more people.
All right then.
What a dream. Oh, I guess we can talk to Hulk and— oh, wait a second. But High's may too?
Hey.
Who has lower rank? Oh shit, they both are the same. I killed this dumb boss money based. Only lost 100k? Ikaru. Ikaru! You talk like you are a rich CEO tyrant. Let's talk to my, let's talk to Hucklenberg. She was here first. Though bested Rodin refused to admit his wrongs. Let's see what she wants to talk to us about.
All right.
This dumb boss only lost 100k. Only 100k. What do you think, Stroll? It occurs to me that if I hadn't met you when we were recruits, I'd never have awakened these powers, and saving the people of Halia would be an empty dream. The things we accomplish in life depend so heavily on the people we cross paths with, and you are capable of greatness, I'm sure. Oh, oops, I shouldn't have. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Well met.
No regrets of this game. We have the spear, our sole means of dispatching Louise. 'Tis a precious tool indeed. Now is the time for prudence. We strengthen our arm before we thrust.
Say,
I realize our business is pressing, but there's something I'd like to discuss. I have something to report concerning the aftermath of the duel. Might you make time to hear it? Of course.
thank you. I've received word from the Shadow Guard. Rodanth has been confined to an underground cell. For the
Oh
time
yeah, it's
being,
fully voiced.
chaos in the capital should be still.
Because it's the last time we'll ever talk to Hulkenberg. It's not over yet. People are still being hanged for no reason.
I don't think we're in the clear just yet.
Agreed. All that's changed is that Rodanth is removed from power. We spoke of it before. A knight's duty is to their oath. Yet without a king, an oath might hold little weight to any one knight. And an armed force, disunified in purpose, is but a spark away from a raging mob.
You know what I just realized? I'm a dumbass. I forgot to turn on the camera. There I am. It only took me an hour to realize. Not like it matters, it's fine. I was there in spirit.
If the knighthood flounders further, whether clinging to power or simply self-preservation, a second Rodanth, or even a third, will surely emerge. Unless His Royal Highness the Prince takes the throne, there will be no true rebirth for the knighthood.
Yin was just less cute in the corner while they were frozen. So we can't afford to fail. I'll forge our path forward. I'll say we can't afford to fail.
Another reason we can't afford to lose, I suppose.
Indeed. In defeating Luis, we shall win back the future of this nation. My duel with Rodanth left much clear. I proved I am not the woman I once was. It can only be the journey thus far that has changed me. You've helped me grow as a new person. Never again will I wield my power only to hide my own sense of inferiority. My convictions shall lead me, and I shall fight by their strength. Thus, I vow anew to use my power for you.
I'm counting on you, Hulkenberg.
You only need focus on pushing forward. For that, I would gladly give my life.
I can feel Hulkenberg's unshakable trust in me, and the strength of our bond.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg, keeper and heritor of the Knight's virtues. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I shall safeguard our land and our future.
High probability for Hulkenberg to defend the protagonist from attack on his weakness. Hulkenberg is ready to acquire a new heroic embodiment. What do you mean?
The man of the Shadow
It's not
Guard
something you've
paused
unlocked.
before
Oh!
departing. As he bid me farewell, he told me he hoped to one day be my equal. A knight not merely in title, but in truest spirit.
It's because storyteller mode allows me to do one-day dungeons. I'm getting too much bond in this game.
I never thought the day would come that I might see the honor in myself. As a knight, and as an ally, I will stay by your side, now and always. Truly, my friend. Thank you.
One day dungeon every... Okay, look. Storyteller mode is giving me the strength to do one-day dungeons. Otherwise, I would not want to grind for MP. I know you can. I could technically do it. Getting that confused me so much because I couldn't figure out what it meant. Oh, Grand Fantasy. Now I make more MP than I can... Really? Holy shit, Hikaru. What the hell are you doing? To Obine. The two of us spent a long time in each other's company, speaking freely and comfortably. Thanks to the strong trust between Hulkenberg and me, the entirety of the knighthood now supports me. Top 10? Top 10? Shit!
Nura speaking.
I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
As the sunset
Ooh.
stretches the gauntlet runner's shadow across the water, they arrive at the prismatic sea. Sailors whisper of an otherworldly view visible in these parts, if you survive the terrors of the deep. Yet somehow, the sailors have never found an unimpeachable source, and the party was about to understand why.
I forget we get to hear Moore's narration. And I'm so happy for it.
So pretty.
Overworld passive plus an item that generates 10 MP per turn, plus magic attack that steals MP while doing loads of... Holy shit, Hikaru. You're just stacking MP recoveries on top of MP recoveries. The setting sun is akin to a streak of crimson ink, bleeding its color into the sky and the sea alike. But I'll be damned, Stroll. I didn't know you were such a poet. Isn't that surprising, Will? Not really. He was raised well. That's what I was thinking. It was like, oh, he's a noble. Of course he knows how to poem.
Hey.
His parents gave him a good upbringing.
Oh, right.
I suppose that's true, yeah. Grand tried to get a shot, now we're broke again! Hikaru, no! 700k? What item is it? What does it do? If it's not spoilers. What kind of crazy ass shit is that? Is it immune to everything? Like, why? 700k? I think that's more than double the money that I have right now. Our problems feel so trivial when faced with the true sublimity of the natural world. It almost makes you want to scream, doesn't it?
Hmm?
Huh? Now you've lost me. It does. I want to scream right now.
But...
Juna, don't you feel the urge to sing when you see something such as this? Well, I suppose. There are moments when I feel like I just want to express my feelings with a song.
Oh my.
Wait, was this your way of requesting a performance?
A special little number.
Well, then I must oblige. But this sea air isn't great on my vocal cords, so I'll keep it short. I feel a newfound wisdom as I enjoy Juna singing amidst a gorgeous view.
All right.
Hello.
Here, I have captured the moment on paper. Quite the evocative piece, if I must say so myself. Why did I say it like that? It's almost as though you can still hear the young miss singing, isn't it? I'll give this to Maria later and tell her what yeah, whatever. Tell her all about it.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at an encampment, and sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
I've finished my umeshu. My small little cup. With lots of ice.
All right then.
Oh, there she is. With her cute shirt. Let's take a look. Oh, she is just wiping away at her mask. The power that I've awakened, it's already tremendously strong, but there's room for me to improve. I can feel it. I might not even use it. It does heavy almighty damage to all enemies for 60 MB, which at this point I can do extreme and severe almighty through synthesis. Oh. But oh. I guess synthesis might even cost less MP. Didn't Helmet implode during the dragon fight? Did it? Man, was I oh my gosh. That night was a complete blur to me. At 4 AM. I should go back and watch the cutscene. Is there cutscene viewing in this game? So long as I continue to hone this power in our travels, I'll one day be able to face any enemy. How strong must we be in order to defeat Louis? I think I already answered that. I mean, sorry.
All right then.
Already talked about that. Wait, we can talk to Heisme. Oh, we can get another voiced cutscene. Ooh, yes.
Let's
yes,
go.
Please. Yes, please. Thanks for checking. I should just saved over. It doesn't really matter. Now it remains to carry out our plan at the Altaberry. The question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? If you've the time, would you like to take a break with me? My hideout is a bit cramped, perhaps, but yes, it is my castle. Don't mind if I do.
Thank you.
I'm sure my son would be happy too. Can I drink this time? I'm a little bit older. I don't see Heisme's urn.
I wondered if you'd notice.
Where's the urn? Did you lay your son to rest?
I'd not say my last goodbyes without telling you. No, he's still with me. But the urn itself I disposed of.
Did you eat the ashes, Heisme? What did you do, Heisme? What did you do with your son, Heisme?
It's Ujif tradition, you see. Keeping the remains of the fallen in fine wrought urns. But my boy, I had not much left of him. Only the smallest of bones. Now, however, those bones rest at my very heart. I asked the young Lady Yufa to craft for me a necklace that I might keep them ever close and safe.
I didn't notice he was wearing that until you mentioned it.
Wherever I go, and whatever I do, I shall wear this always. He will never leave my side again. I mustn't turn my eyes from my son's passing. Nor will I surrender his memory to Earth, left to rest in some place far beyond my heart's reach.
Is Yufa going to wear the helmet, like, when we're in public then?
No. I have but one course. I will carry my son with me, and we will change this burden of oppression against our people. Until that day comes, when we change this world for the better, I will fight with my son at my side and in my heart.
Don't make me cry. I don't want to say that. I mean, I do want to say that just to see, but that doesn't feel appropriate.
That day is fast approaching.
True indeed. Soon the worst of this world will be behind us. Thanks to you. We two have spoken of much, eh? Sometimes it's felt as though my son himself has been advising me. And well, I've been through no small pains on this endeavor. But it was that experience that brought me to my decision.
I'm honored.
It's because of the perspective we share. That's how I found a way forward. One I'll not regret. You are the only one who can create a world fit for my son to rest. Lad, my hopes rest with you. And I will see them protected, even should it cost me my life.
I'll be counting on you.
Of course, you may leave it in my hands. After all this, you are like a son to me yourself, you know. Your life, your ideals. I will protect them as my own.
We've officially been adopted. We have a father now. No longer an MC orphan.
Another toast then. To us. To my son. And to the children. And their future.
I can feel Heisme's fatherly resolve and his unwavering trust as a friend and ally.
The aloof hermit Heisme, keeper and heritor of the thief's virtues. By the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I will never forget how this drink tasted tonight.
It's all grand fantasy. Greatly increases Heisme's ambush damage. Interesting.
You should let me hear some of your stories too, eh? Just every now and then. They need not be grand tales. Even passing thoughts are fine. These moments we have, however we spend them, to me, they are precious indeed. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. To think of my future and look forward to what awaits.
And so we rambled on, whiling away gentle hours, talking of many things. Thanks to the strong trust between Heisme and me, the people of the Ujif tribe now support me. Top 10? Yay! We made it to top 10. We're not getting kicked out yet.
Marches on, and the age of a new
Prince,
king
did you
draws
see that?
nearer.
We're top 10. I'm gonna be king before you.
What to pick?
Alright. Alright then, is what I wanted to say too. Dang, what the heck am I supposed to do now? Oh, cook! Raid the pantry! Only one archetype left to learn. 10 archetypes left for the MC. Oh my gosh, Ikaru! You are going nuts.
What now?
You are nuts. And you only played what? 50 something hours of this game? God damn. Oh, this is not the kitchen. What else should we make? I guess I could make the other mellow milk thing. Because I haven't made it before. Oh, Almighty Stew also makes mellow milk. Let's just make it. Why not? Whatever. Farmable Mimics, which gave 750 archetype XP per kill and 3k. Oh my gosh. At each time. Oh, Ikaru. You're the one like making these perfect XP grinding guides. You sure love your grind, Ikaru. Insane.
All right.
Isn't that the dish from Heisme's hometown? I'll go get him.
Now then.
I've heard tell you mean to cook with dough today. In that case, you were right to summon me. Dough is the most delicate ingredient, and those who lack experience often go afoul of it. But you are lucky today, lad, for I was raised on the grain belt, and our dough shall rise into my standards. I follow Heisme's lead and began to knead the flour into dough. Oh! Allow me to demonstrate the proper technique, like this and that. Ha! Why do you idle? Come, show me your conviction. Ha!
Don't lose focus.
That is an adorable oven. This is no time to rest. Should we err in either time or heat, all our efforts shall thus far will be for naught. If that is the oven, what is the thing that's underneath the stove right beside Heisme? I thought that thing underneath was an oven. That's storage for pots and pans, of course. Wow, you made the fluffiest bread I've ever seen. Too bad I can't see it.
In days gone by,
I present you with the taste of my hometown, with this benevolent bread. Prepare yourself. You are not ready. Oh, that's adorable. Thanks to speed cooking. Well, putting the foot on the bread is part of the traditional Ujif technique. Okay, it's like wine. It gives the bread flavor. What do my virtues look like? Shall we go for some tolerance? Oh, that's wisdom. Sure.
All right.
The land of ceremony rises over the water's horizon. The sun blazes down on the island year-round, giving way to scorching heat. Coming here eventually came to have ceremonial significance, as monsters who could survive these conditions boast extraordinary strength. Not even thieves dare to come near this mausoleum. The party rouses their spirits and steps inside.
Oh,
Behold, the land of ceremony. This is my first time stepping within it.
now then,
We should make our way towards the inner area, correct? Edeni said we should be prepared for a fight. He also said we could have what treasure we find. We probably won't be back, so we should take him up on it.
all right.
Yeah, that's far more than a fair trade. So don't give me that, "Oh, I must apologize for being such a great burden" line, Yuva.
Huh?
How did you read my very thoughts? You wear them on your face, love. A bit of an open book. I can see why your brother worries.
Hail!
Not to dampen this spirited chat, but we have no idea what lies ahead. Best to stay sharp from here on.
Leave it to us.
Lead the way. Bokeh. Just a second. I sensed something. Nearest thingy?
So, hey,
It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Nearest is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chest, okay? Yufa's one of our most valued comrades. The least we could do for her is help her with this trial.
you're right.
Trust me, you'd not catch me dead near a creepy place like this normally, but this is for Yufa's sake, and I'd give her the world.
Hey! Gosh! This is the place.
So, this is where I face my trial. I cannot deny that I am frightened, but with you by my side, I feel strong enough to face this head on.
and so,
The trial makes no concessions for safety of those who undertake it. The Mastari are a brave sort indeed, to have accepted this challenge for so long.
Huh.
When I first enrolled in the military, I too underwent a test of my worth. 'Tis a lonely thing to experience by oneself, so we ought to lend Yufa our support.
So, I see.
What now?
Party is... don't need him in the back now, right? Dungeon time. Just a quick dungeon.
Okay then,
We're exploring this area for today.
let's go.
Please, take care.
Leave it to me.
Whomst.
Hey, you.
We shall serve as the trial's witness. The magla surrounding this place will only grow deeper as you ascend into the lower levels. Within those depths, you will meet skeletal monsters reanimated by magla. Lanterns and swords will have little effect on their kind.
Let's check.
We encountered skeletal foes in the Grand Cathedral, right? Maybe we can defeat those in the same way. It would be a grueling trial. Lady Yufa, please be cautious. What is this suspicious room? Why is it just a room? Why is this a suspicious room too? Oh wow.
How's that? I'm right here. Yeah, just push through. Alright. How's that?
That's one more thing we don't have to worry about.
Is that room we can't go to? Oh no, there's gonna be holes in this type of dungeon. I can feel it.
Oh.
Sneaky holes.
We're spotted. Blades at the ready.
I knew we could count on you.
Let's push through.
On your toes, everyone!
That's one more thing we don't have to worry about.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
What is this?
We
Weird,
cannot avoid this fight.
weird diagonal hallway.
Alright. How's that?
I knew I could count on you.
That's one more thing we don't have to worry
Push
about.
through.
That was brilliant.
Alright, let's push through.
Let's do this.
Come on.
That's the end of it. I hope.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
What the heck is this?
Incredible. This power feels stronger still.
I'll never know.
Here.
You!
The time for curiosity is later. No. There's always time for curiosity. Heisman. They
Good job,
said
everyone.
we can have all the treasure that we want. Of course I'm going to explore everywhere.
We found something.
What a find!
Where are the holes? Where are they? That was not what I meant to do. Dang. What the heck?
Hey!
It's getting even darker.
Careful!
On your guard.
problem. That's the end of it. I hope.
What? We can't get through? Dang it.
Responsive. Blades at the ready.
Huh? Wait, that treasure chest.
All right.
Our risk pays off.
Mossy pillar, an unknown cylindrical object. Here's this thingy. I found a strangely shaped pebble. It radiates a mysterious light from within.
Okay, so
I wonder, this has gotta be one of those relics that Nearest wanted, right? When we get out of here, let's show it to him and see what he thinks. Okay. That was easy. I expected to crawl through more holes to get nearest this thing. Just
watch out.
nearest this things are just such fans of holes.
Is that the end?
Let's explore the rest of this.
Our enemies have discovered us. That should come in handy.
Let's keep moving.
Oh there!
Past this point, the influence of Magla becomes more pronounced. A profound darkness consumes the area and will hinder your progress. You should not linger within this place for too long. I pray for your success in the trial. All archetypes, and his exact words Moore gave me was his most prized possession. What? What? Do you mean to say that there is more? Time to sell it for money! No, we can't. How could? How could you? Moore's prized possession.
I must do this.
Expect no quarter. Formidable indeed.
Finish him off.
Ninja! I'll take this. Didn't work.
so
It's
much
okay.
for that.
A tough one.
Sorry, my mistake. This is the path. I'd rather refrain for now.
Nothing personal. Sorry.
Why, hello there, treasure. There they
Shit.
go.
I
Don't
forgot
let
I
your
could
guard
pass
down.
turns.
There's more of them.
I knew you could do it.
Yes.
I don't see any more. I think we're safe.
I think that's all of them.
They noticed us. On your guard.
Let's push through.
I must do this.
I'm right
Won't
here.
let you.
And that's the end of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you even Moore's friend? He gives you his prized possession and you immediately sell it.
How's that?
There's an
Special
end to
gifts for
that.
each character? Oh no. What do you mean I have to 100% this game for more?
They saw us.
Do not soar us. What the heck?
It would seem they are off our trail for the time being.
Only the MC is special, right? There's no need to 100% this game. We're his special friend. Man, I can't wait to finish this game so that I can start looking at more fan art.
His power grows stronger still.
More fan art. More cosplays. Where did we come from? Oh, I guess we go through the middle. Time to buy more merch.
Such skill.
Hello.
Well, isn't this a
Past
dilemma?
here lies the chambers where you will undergo the trial and acquire the proof you seek. It is impossible to know what form your anxieties will manifest as, but please know that all of us, the chief included, await your safe return. May fortune favor you, Lady Yufa. Interesting.
Let's push through.
How did the guard survive this?
We destroyed the crystal. Thank goodness.
Ooh,
Nice
beetle.
find.
Yay.
Looks like it could be useful.
What is this?
Oh. It really is the end.
I shall.
I hadn't gone through
We found something.
found all the treasure yet. I didn't go backwards.
We found something.
I love it.
I hadn't found all the treasure. Let me save real quick. Hello, Plateau.
Yep.
Is there a mysterious hole? There sure is. Good treasure.
This
It's
looks
pink.
valuable.
Incredible.
Pure white helm. Unsullied by earthly grime? What does that mean? Alright, I need to go back downstairs. And then go back upstairs. Yes. Yes. Wait. Hole. Downstairs, downstairs, downstairs. Through the hallway, through the hallway, through the hallway. Upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. Yeah.
They saw us. Stay on your toes.
All right, come on. How's that? All right, come on. Let's push through. All right. How's that?
That should finish it, I think.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. They found us.
Let's push through. All right. All right. Come on. That's one more thing
Oh,
we
what
don't
a
have to worry
sneeze.
about.
All right, let's push through. All right. Come on. All right. How's that?
That's one job done.
Yay.
That might be of use
Talisman of
later.
the Femme. Oh, that's what I was missing. Or something. Wait. Now I'm going backwards. I don't need to go. Wait. Where's the holes? Where's my middle treasure? Where's the holes?
Oh no! That's where we spotted!
How are we supposed to get there?
I think we'll be okay if we made it this far. Probably.
Marvelous.
Yay!
This looks valuable.
A perfect specimen.
You have to master every archetype on every person? Is that what you're saying? Can I do it for the more content? You'll really say like half a line to me. Oh, just the MC, okay. That's reasonable. I might be able to do that. I do it for him. Plateau, I'm ready this time. I'm ready for real this time, Plateau. Actually, let me double check Plateau. All the treasure. All the treasure. Yep.
This is the place.
I can feel it. This is where the trial will be held. Are you prepared? Let's go. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's certainly a thing. Oh my goodness, that's somebody's... That's your trial, Yufa. Go for it. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Somebody's... I don't want to psychoanalyze the person who designed this creature, but there's certainly something. This must be what brother mentioned.
Oh, I see.
The bizarre shape. I see. So the test is to fight through this without being intimidated by it.
Leave it to me.
Nothing we aren't used to. If we pool our talents, there's nothing we cannot accomplish.
Everyone.
Yes, I feel that together with all of you, I can do this. Please, lend me some of your strength.
Of course.
Of course, love. Let's go, everyone. Oh, we get to choose. Yes. That's my team. That's my team. Yes.
This is the last of the trials. Let's give this all we
I'll
got.
use what I must. I'll take this.
A little thief rat.
I'll be taking that.
Why, hello there.
The rat thief did it.
Fire!
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain. A royal soul. Raging fire. You hit their weakness.
Here I go!
Don't let up now, Juna.
It is your turn!
I feel like I'm cheating.
You hit their weakness.
Now accept your fate.
Oh.
Rancor!
Damn. Damn. if I hit their weakness, it's cheating. Oh, what is this? Ascetic Crozier.
Not bad, eh?
Even I.
Marvelous.
A new means
I
of
feel
protection.
stronger already. I learned a new skill.
I
I wonder if what you got earlier could serve as that proof of victory you want. I mean, I'm not seeing anything else you could use.
These bones are aged. Old relics of my fellow countrymen. I wonder how many have fallen here. And what do the trials mean to them? My own deeds merely live in their shadow. Because it was only by chance that I entered my fight.
I'm sure all of this is part of your trial.
Is it? So you're saying that the path which led me here, all my experiences, it was all a trial? There's a favor I might request of you. For my entire life, I have seen myself as an offering. I thought of nothing except that duty. That's why panic took root in me. But at the same time, if my past had been any different, would I have had the strength to defeat that monster? This trial has shown me I am more than an offering. While it revealed my weakness, so too did it reveal my triumph. Now, my only desire is to seek a deeper faith in myself, so that I can go wherever I have decided to go. But while the outside world is still frightening, I'd like you by my side. I know I have room to grow as far as believing in myself, but my belief in you is already as the tallest oak.
Of course. You needn't even ask.
How happy you make me. Finally, I understand. This power which burns within me. That is the proof of victory I truly needed. Only I can know what I might bring to bear. That must be what my brother wanted me to learn. I've made my decision. I will fight for the good of everyone and everything. For all the world. What's this? A handshake? Wait, I see you're offering me the type of handshake practiced by those in the outside world.
What the fuck? I can sense Yufa's trust in me, as well as her determination.
The Oracle Priestess, Yufa. Within her dwells the virtue of the Summoner.
What if we never shake hands? will they never become our follower if we never shake hands with anyone?
Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
My heart is aflutter.
This game would be very different if our MC never had the habit of shaking hands. We can study Summoner! I can sense the heroic embodiment of the summoner from Yufa.
But,
Apologies? Does shaking hands make you nervous?
oh, no, not at all. It is not so much to ask. It's just that, for the Mustari, handshakes mean two different things. One meaning is simply trust, which you offer now. And the other meaning is... well... it matters not. That is, please don't let it worry you. My sincerest appreciation.
I'm gonna offer handshakes to everyone in the village now. Just kidding. Ah, done.
All right.
Yay.
Now then, I thank you greatly, and may I suggest we turn toward home?
Very well. Let's return to the entrance.
No grinding. Only story. Bye.
Hey! Okay then. Got it.
I wonder if the Mustari people in this village just think the Gauntlet Runner teleports. Like, all Gauntlet Runners know how to teleport. Because it's maybe the only one they've seen. Back to the Virga Island taverns.
I'm quite grateful.
I already said it previously, but I would once again like to reiterate my gratitude for aiding me with my task today. These Mustari trials are quite interesting. I suppose it's not rare to mark the transition into adulthood by facing down a scary foe, but this is on a whole other level. There were so many skeletons about. I'd suppose many fell there without ever completing their trial. Rather harsh for a rite of passage. Perhaps the island's harsh environment inspired the the ritual. They needed warriors hardly enough to withstand the worst of these islands. Hardy, Jesus. They made a trial to match. Phew, it's a good thing we were able to convince the Magnus brothers to stay on the island until our fake lance is ready.
Most helpful.
We cannot idle away the time, yet more battles await us, so we should ensure that our archetypes are up to the task.
Guess we're splitting up.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a pretty great job today. Let's get some food in us and we can hit the hay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Who wants to talk to us? Barden?
How can it be?
Okay, we can finally talk to him now.
Just lovely. Just lovely.
All right.
Oh, we can also... Oh, wait. Things are on sale. Nice. What was I going to say? We can also... talk to the cookie.
Where
That's
to?
right. Ooh, everything's on sale. Do you think they'll have water?
Let's go.
Did they restock their water?
Hello there.
Shit.
Hello there.
Oh, you there. Blimey, it's you. Apologies stopping you all of a sudden. We're beefing up our security these days. Told to be just suspicious. Right off of anyone we don't see often. It's become quite a habit for me now. Interesting. What's happening to Barden's town?
Still.
The land looks most elaborate. I wonder if an engineer could replicate it. I could barely fashion a stake myself.
Eh?
I detect the scent of the food on you. I will judge its worthiness, so please, show me the dish you've brought. A dish with a soft texture that uses mellow milk. Oh, it is bread!
Cheers.
So, this is the dish you have chosen.
Eh?
It would seem a little more than plain white bread. However, that distinct aroma. Ah, a gentle fragrance of fresh milk. You have used mellow milk that Martira prides itself on.
What are you playing at?
This soothing softness feels like it'll envelop everything. This is exactly the dish I was looking for.
Sure.
Should
but-
we take it we passed? Indeed, the people of this town need a dish like this. I'm sure it'll help them give them a spark to move forward again.
I appreciate it.
Even I cannot hide my admiration. As promised, your reward. And a little something extra. Consider it a bonus for all your good works I've been hearing about.
Mission accomplished.
Limp goldfish and brocade koi. I wanted to bring smiles back to the faces of the townspeople here, and yet I could not think of a way to accomplish it. You, however, have provided a most brilliant answer. One that proves you genuinely care for these people and this town and its people, from the bottom of your heart. As such, I would be delighted to offer my support in your future endeavors.
Lovely that.
Chefs and kings alike must seek out new knowledge and new challenges to bring the people joy. Indeed, that is how I look. That is how I know you will make a fine ruler. Yes, I saw much in my own time at the royal palace. Once upon a time, the previous king, too, strived to make the country a better place. But at a certain point, the king lost the will to carry on. I hope you will not end up the same way. And for now, I fear I must take my leave. Huh? Places to be? Why, I'm going to cook for the people of Martira. Their wounds of the heart have not yet healed, after all. And having tasted the dish you provided, I find my zeal for cooking renewed. I have much to learn before I perfect my craft.
Cheers.
If by chance you were to become king, I would not be opposed to working in a royal palace once again. And now, farewell.
Yeah.
Well, now we got a world-class cook on our side. We'd better give this all we got. Oh, I thought this was a continuing quest. Like she would make me cook again and again. New dishes. But I guess not. That was it. That was the quest. We were done. One quest down. One quest that we had for a long time. Damn. Let's talk to Barden. I know we can also talk to Nearest, but
What's going on?
All right then.
Let's go. Beg pardon?
Oh, hello.
I won't let it stand.
The castle's now under surveillance of the Guard Corps, so that it may never play refuge to the wicked. Don't think our watchful eyes aren't on you too. Unless you don't come near the castle unless you got official business here.
Now, how did I wind
What
up
do you make
here?
of all this? Of the way the Captain Barden is handling everything? Personally, I thought things would be different. Or at the very least, not like this.
I'm just...
You've come.
Ah, you're here. Glad you're well. To be frank with ye, there's been an incident. Thankfully, nobody died, but they surely would have. And I know that crafty fellow who did it. He wouldn't confess even if we backed him into a corner. So I'm thinking of striking a deal with him. But you know, the thing is, I'm not very good at negotiating. Just be yourself. I convinced Barton with my eloquence.
What?
Be myself, you say. And what? Just face the problem head on. Like there's nothing to be afraid of. Just be honest to a fault. It certainly seems a far better thing than working out some plan. I can only be myself after all. Gotta play the hand I was dealt.
Thank you.
Many thanks, ye will. Would you come with me? Of course.
Thank you truly.
And I thank you for being here. I've made up my mind now. Come on.
Listen to me.
All of ye. Someone here set fire to the administration's building. We managed to put it out before anyone got hurt. But this is treason.
You hear me?
The traitor shall come forth immediately. Did you want to become a governor so badly that you would go this far, Sir Gastro?
What?
Surely you do not mean to say that I am the one behind this?
I know who it was.
Oh, I am done listening to you, and you are deniers. Take him away. Sirs, isn't this obviously the fire on Barden's own plot?
Just so.
Yes, Barden. Your own position is safe if you have a safe scapegoat. How uncharacteristically intelligent of you.
What did you say?
What are you saying now?
Listen to me.
My fellow townspeople, will you go on never questioning this man? Look what's happened to your town under his rule.
Seriously.
Guards are treating you like prisoners, spying on you, reporting on you. Is this place your town or theirs?
Let's do this.
Furthermore, this man is in any way fit to govern. I propose we hold a vote and decide once and for all.
Huh?
A vote? Is this where we decide who's governor?
No, I see.
Such a thing cannot possibly be done with integrity. I won't allow it.
Oi!
Oh, yes, you will. The people should decide. Just like with the king. Well, that fellow's certainly all for it, even though I assume you hate the idea. For myself, I think a vote will speak volumes. It will reveal all here that you are the dangerous one, not I. Shut up, you conniving cur!
Wait.
Stay calm, Barden.
What?
I hear ye.
I haven't a choice.
Fine. However, anyone who cheats will have the hell slapped into them.
Am I understood?
You all understand. I'm keeping a watchful eye. Don't forget it. Watchful eye is not really
You're a
what they
great
want to
help
hear right
indeed.
now. I nearly got myself back there. I nearly forgot myself back there. I must say, everyone seems so frightened of me. Even the wee ones. They're more scared than I thought I was. What? They're even more scared than when they thought I was a phantasm. God, the way they look at me.
Got to say,
Hey, Will. tell me the truth. Have I erred when it comes to my methods? I couldn't say for sure. I'm leaning towards yes. You very well may have.
But then,
But whatever should I have done instead? I mean, I thought they'd understand my reasons soon enough. I wasn't monitoring them out of contempt. I'll tell you something. I've got no choice but to just hope they'll come round. My duty is to protect the Weons from rampant villainy.
Well then,
There must be another strategy. Let's find one together. Your sincerity is always touching. Thank you much for being so thoughtful despite having your own business to contend with. Hope I can always count on you for the best advice.
still though.
The vote will be held soon by the looks of things. I can't lose. I must protect the town. I say this as your comrade as well. I can feel Barton's firm resolve and deep faith in me.
I wish I had better tidings for you.
Escape artist. Improve chances of escaping. Interesting. Worry not. I became governor by forever striving to fulfill everyone's expectations. And that's how it should be. I parted with Barton, who had a grim look on his face. I hear a voice. Oh, it's Neris! Yay! We can talk to Neris at night, too.
alright then. Let's go.
Is it gonna be like Nearest Barton, just all the bond for 7 days? Yeah, that was good enough. Whatever. To the engine room.
Oh-ho!
Hello there. Come to check on the progress with the lens. Well, you ought to know. I'd never work on it where those brothers could see. So, what's the matter? What's the matter, lad? Wait, have you come across another potential relic? Something like that. I handed Nearest the junk we picked up during our travels.
Well.
Hey, gods! What is this?
Oh. Hey.
Why, hello there, my little guest. Such a pleasure to meet you. Is he baby talking the relics? They never cease to amaze me, no matter how much I study them. These relics use a power that interferes directly with the fundamental elements of matter. I see. So if we harness the colossal heat generated at that point...
My God, I've got it!
By my sainted aunt, I hear it! The whispers of an ancient civilization! Their secrets murmured in hushed reverence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, strike me down. There really are all kinds of relics out there. Enough to give me a thunderclap of inspiration even when I'm on a low point.
Huh?
If something bothering you, you want to talk about?
Well...
I'm deep in my research sometimes. This anxiety just overcomes me, is all. I started wondering if these happy days of mine might suddenly disappear.
That...
You remember I told you about my failed flight test back in my more respectable days? Back when I was still just a young man. I set out to prove my own flight theory, and botched it, spectacularly. Once I healed from the ensuing crash, I was demoted. They chose to adopt another flight plan. And worst of all, the people who I thought were friends and supporters quietly took their leave of me one by one. Seeing my colleagues change their tune as easily as coin flips made me realize just how frightening people are. What I fear most, though, is the coward I'd become.
You're right.
After you've been burned, instead of choosing the path of exhilaration and the unknown, you tend to favor the path that's safe, secure, and less risky.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry, we won't disappear on you.
Yeah.
I suppose so. When I think about it rationally, I doubt any of you would abandon me. Especially if you stuck out this relic hunt so far, eh? But anxiety isn't about rationality, okay? It's okay to feel these feelings, Neris.
Yes.
Exactly. You're a trusty engineer. I don't know what we'd do without you. Oh no! I know Gallica said that to, like, comfort Neris, but that just makes me think, like, that just attached his worth to his engineering, right? That's like basically saying, hey Neris, if you weren't a useful engineer, we would abandon you then. I know that's not what she meant, and that's not what we feel, but if Neris is anxious already about abandonment, that could be his thoughts. Oh well. Oh, we're good people. It's just a game. Don't think about real life anxieties, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Goes to show, can't let old age sour your outlook, eh? Thanks to you both. I do love you.
Oh, come on.
Well, glad to hear you're feeling better. Right, Will? Oh, Gallica's shy. Ah, bless her.
Thanks.
I'm grateful for the encouragement. I feel like I know what it really means to be strong when I'm with you lot. Wish I could have met you a lot sooner. Maybe my life would have been more... That's what Basilio just said to us too, damn. Oh.
I'll do it.
The machines in the background are so wiggly. No, perhaps it's better to think of this time gallivanting around with you as my second lease on life. I'll make up for that wasted youth in no time flat. I can feel Neris's burning feelings of camaraderie and trust in me.
Ah, for the blessings of youth.
Bombastic bar bombardier. At the start of battle on the Gauntlet Runner, enemies take even more damage. I like the way that Neris's wings are, like, folded around him. Unlike the other... What the heck race is he? Truth be told, the relics are really starting to come together thanks to you. I get the strangest sense that this gadgetry could generate untold levels of power. Something the size of my palm, enough to power 1,000 Gauntlet Runner engines. Even more, I dare say. Once this is complete, not even the stars will feel like a faraway dream, though. That hinges on you finding those relics. Well, with that settled, I'm counting on you to bring a new relic for my new flash of inspiration. You know what I like about Neris is when he ends his sentences with what? I just like the way he says what. Yes.
Now then.
Alright. Now that I'm feeling fit again, it's time for maintenance. Yes, maintenance. You'll be lending me a hand, of course. I helped Neris with maintenance for a while, then left the engine room.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
There's a letter and package for Barden.
Look at this.
Yay! More panacea.
Speaking of which,
Since we've got some time before the fake lance is ready, I let Basilio and Fidelio know that we're going to settle in here for a little bit. And I can't imagine they responded that with a chummy little nod and a smile. Hardly. So I made something about how the tides was too unstable to sail on. I mean, what's one more little lie on top of the heap? I think they bought it.
Most helpful.
Is that so? Well, that works out in our favor. Now we must simply carry on as we normally do, doing all our usual activities, so as not to arouse their suspicions.
Well then.
Oh, Yufa wants to talk to me. Yay! Is that the only person who wants to talk to me, Gallica? Yeah. I wonder what does Maria need? Wow, even more tolerance? Oh, actually, I didn't level up the tolerance. No tolerance to be had. What about Alonzo? What does he need? Just time? Let's talk to Yufa then.
Just lovely.
Lovely, is it?
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive at Altabury all the same. If you've a moment, could you care to saunter around Bridal Haven with me? It's a city I've always wanted to see with my own eyes.
I'm very happy.
Wow, we get to travel the world with Yufa? Before we travel the world with more? That's not fair. Really, that'd make me so happy. So, this is Brilhaven. There are so many foods here which I've never seen on the island. This bone-in meat, it's used as a ritual offering, yes? Has the heart been left out to dry somewhere? Miss, I must ask you to refrain from making such unsavory quibbles about our product.
Pardon me.
I apologize. I didn't mean to attend for that. Oh, so she isn't wearing her helmet. The last thing I need is my customers thinking about its rituals and organs. Bah, this is exactly why nobody cares for Umastaris.
Oh.
Well, now I am regretful. I was rude to the shopkeeper, even if it was just because of my excitement at seeing such interesting wares. Don't worry about it.
Hey.
Is it true?
I've heard that there are all sorts of people in this city. That makes it dangerous. But being pagan, I suppose I am the most different. A frightening prospect. But there are so many kind people too. Why? At the other place we visited, someone even offered me a special deal on a pail which pours good fortune. That was a scam. That person probably saw you were a traveler and tried to take advantage.
What is it?
What? But maybe it wasn't a pail, but a flower vase. Everything in this town is so different from my own. It's a bit overwhelming, but also such a thrill. The clothes, the food, even the plants are foreign to me. And though we're not far from the island, there's this exotic smell in the air. Ah, you smell that? What is it? There's a tinge of sweetness. It makes me nostalgic. I don't see anything about the smell. It's so rich. There's a complexity to it. It kind of tickles the nose. Shall we try to find its source? It's like blood. For the blood rituals. Oh, the tavern.
This is the place.
Is it the tavern? No, this is a church. Is it like incense? Here we are. It's not very strong, but there's a complex smell. This is a Sanctus church, isn't it? Maybe they use perfume in some sort of ceremony. Are you here to pray? Oh, sorry, but no.
No.
Do you have some business here at the church? We were curious about the smell. Sure, let's just be honest.
I see.
Ah, I see the young lady here is a Mastari.
Actually,
Pleased to meet you. My name is Yufa. This is Will. Is it alright for me to be making introductions?
Oh?
Are you perhaps the one I've heard about? The one who's been stirring up a ruckus? Ah, never mind. I shan't pry. I'm Hyperic. If you've an interest in Sanctism, I would love to talk further with you. But I'm afraid I haven't the time to do so today. I was just about to escort Ovi here, this child, on her way home.
Ovi.
I was just praying with Master Hyperic and visiting Mama in the sick room.
truly.
Oh, in the sick room. What conspiracy is happening right now? What conspiracy? What is the church up to? What is this shady ass cult up to? In the sick room? Oh, is it medicine she was smelling?
Truthfully.
Her mother is very ill. Or poison. Is it medicine or poison? Quick. Do a poll. Vote. Her mother is very ill. She's currently being cared for at this church. I apologize for leaving so soon after you've traveled so far. I hope you will visit again. Whatever you wish, I'll be waiting.
I'll see you again soon.
Oh, sure. Until next time.
See you later.
Bye-bye. You fun Will. See you later. Closure. I wasn't intending to visit a church, but I am glad I got to speak with a follower of Sanctism. I wouldn't mind learning more about Sanctus in general. I'm curious about the differences between them and us. The Bastari, I mean.
Well, now,
Would you mind maybe visiting the place again with me? I admit I prefer not going inside alone.
Sure.
thank you greatly.
But I'm warning you. I'm going to chant your name while I sleep so you don't forget this promise. I'm glad I invited you out. The outside world isn't as harsh towards pagans as I thought it would be. I can sense the gratitude and hint of relief in Yufa's smiling face.
It's strange. Until recently, I lived with such fear. But then,
But there's something a little off about this church. I may just be imagining things. Oh, I'm sorry. It's gone quite late. We should start heading back. Ooh, it's a sunny day. 44 Celsius? Is that the real temperature? Oh my god, this is Brigitte. Okay. I'll have to talk to you next time. I've tasted many delicacies in my time. They were all so delicious. I would be hard-pressed to choose a favorite. Yet I wonder, I often hear people say the food of their hometown stands above all else. If I returned to Ontario, would I feel the same?
Stay there. should we do?
I feel strange doing this because my brother always warned me to stay inside the house at night. What? Things have changed a great deal for us, yet the stone faces remain the same. Even the chief dropped out of the tournament. We should have trusted in his decision to join it.
It was all in vain.
I hadn't considered his angle. Instead, I dismissed it as a hopeless endeavor. In trying to escape our own woes, we put Lady Yufa and our chief through no shortage of suffering. Suffering. I can see what a fool I've been. In the end, I defied our teachings. If ever there was a time to change, it's now. We need to stop closing ourselves off from the world. Is that the heat wave? Holy crap, it's hot. The tournament brought new hope with us. Or with it, that elder boy's face has appeared on the rock. Indeed. We've always resented this country we're supposed to be a part of. But if he became its king...
Well now, what are we on about?
Hey! Let's see.
What's the part of the game where we're actually going to see our face on here? Will they actually change the rock model? Just for us.
I usually do pretty well.
Wait a second. There's discounts on this shop?
Special sale today.
Traveler, is it true that you know Cuculus? Pagans get a discount. So wait. That's not what I heard. That's not what I read at all. Oh well. You might say I have a bit of a connection with these sort of places. I put in a good word for you. Magic shop and negotiator. Oh, magic shops. Oh, it's a magic shop. Holy crap, these are cheap now. I bought so much of them before. Halves the turn cost of using guard. Interesting. Able to perform 2 consecutive actions. Ooh. Oh, 2 consecutive actions, but they use... So one person just doesn't get to do an action? Interesting. Or is it 2 per turn? I don't know. I'm gonna stand in front of Vegeta so that I know that's what I want to do next time. Oh wait, Juna has something too. We're only rank 1 with Juna. I want to finish Vegeta though.
What now? Alright then.
Let's go.
And then I'm gonna take a quick little break and then read a story. Last time Ikaru redeemed that and I couldn't do it because it was really late. Or early, I should say. Very early in the morning.
Alright then. Where to?
Ridiculously early in the morning.
Let's go.
To Sun Mellow Street. I'm gonna continue reading my awesome what is it called? Light novel, I think it's considered. Alright.
What now?
see our little toothy friend take a quick break. And then story time. Hello? Is there arson happening right now? Is that what I'm hearing? Alright. Let's continue a cute little story about yokai and murder and cute supernatural boys. Maybe? Was that what our story was about? It was, right? Ah, yes. We just learned that Satsuki was the lady that came in and possibly lied about her abusive partner from Sayori, an ex-classmate or something like that. And Seiji is the one, our protagonist, who can see people as yokai. And what's the other guy's name? Another S name. Everybody has an S name. Shiroshi, who's the mysterious boy who has a shop for consulting. A consulting agency, yes. Supernatural consulting agency. Totally not mystery solver. Saori said, when she turned up at my apartment after Junya hit her, and when she was crying and talking to the seminar professor about the abuse, she blinked like that the whole time. Seiji was speechless. Did that mean she'd been lying when she claimed she'd been abused? And you didn't tell anyone about it? That question came out sounding more like an accusation than he'd meant it to. Saori shrugged evasively. It's not as if I had proof. Sasuke's cheek was actually swollen, and she'd gotten medical certificate to attest to the damage. People would have criticized me for questioning my friend, no doubt about it. But if you knew she was lying. This is Satsuki we're talking about. If I'd accused her of lying, she might have made up an even bigger lie. Like, she could have told everyone that Junya had been cheating on her with me, and I'd secretly incited him to get abusive towards her. The more vulgar the rumor, the truer it seemed to people. Considering that, the lie he'd just heard seemed like a perfect fit for the truth. A little laugh escaped Saori's lips. We had actually a college reunion 4 months ago. I was the organizer, and wouldn't you know it, I accidentally sent an invitation to Junya's parents' house. Huh? If that invitation had found its way to Junya, he might have managed to ambush Satsuki outside the venue. Something serious may have happened. She'd been updating her blog every other day, but she switched it to every 3 days right about then. But no way. At that moment, something came back to Seiji in a rush. Look forward to seeing you at the reunion tomorrow. Let's all sing the school song. It's been too long since I really drank, so let's go wild. At first glance, The comment had seemed to have been a note to a close friend. However, if she'd written it to subtly broadcast the fact that Sasuke was planning to attend the reunion. "Aren't you her friend?" Seiji asked, and suddenly felt very cold. Saori shrugged. "I'd been thinking about the time we went our separate ways," she said, with a simplicity that was hard to believe. Then she gave a small, self-deprecating smile. "Ever since I started this job, she'd been keeping her distance. What Sasuke needs is a sensible big sister type who'll act as her foil, not a creepy loser who earns a living from ghost stories. That's why I decided to stop being her friend," she told them flatly. Pulling her tote bag over her shoulder, she rose to her feet. Turning to Shiroshi, she gave him a smile that had a hint of defiance in it. "Just you wait. The girl's going to end up unhappy. It's bound to happen, and it's going to be soon." "You will too," Shiroshi said quietly, his voice like a single droplet of ink falling onto a blank sheet of paper. "Be careful. As they say, you dig 2 graves when you curse someone." Saori seemed to bite her lip hard, but she said nothing. The heels of her low pumps clicked across the ground as she disappeared into the distance. Then all that was left of her was her nearly untouched cup of tea. And what should he say, and how? As Seiji floundered, utterly at a loss, Shiroshi smiled suddenly. Now then, we should be on our way." "Huh? We're going home already?" "Not quite. There's still time left in the day, so I believe I'll stop by the suicide bathroom we read about on the blog yesterday. Would you care to join me, Seiji?" "Huh? No thanks." "My, how cold of you," Shiroshi chuckled. It sounded a bit like the way a cat purred when it was stalking its prey, and for some reason, it sent a shiver down Seiji's spine. "Either way, make sure you're home before twilight. We're expecting a guest." "Oh, why me? Why me?" Catching herself just before the murmur slipped out, Sasuke bit her lip. Lately, or for the past 4 months actually, she'd been in low spirits. She had updated her blog before the end of the day, but even booting up her computer seemed like too much work. It was all because of Ryusuke, her husband. What brand would be the best for the bassinet? For the bassinet. Oh, what brand would be best for the bassinet? For an expecting couple, it should have been a perfectly harmless subject. However, Ryosuke had answered in an exasperating sigh. "I'm tired. Can't this wait?" When Sasuke had opened the catalog anyway, he told her, "Just get whichever one you want." A defeated look across his face. "You do understand you're going to be a father, don't you?" She hadn't meant to, but she found herself reproaching him. However, his response had made her doubt what she was hearing. "Going to be what again? Of course I don't." In that moment, her beloved husband had looked like an unfamiliar monster to her. That had been late last night. Now Sasuke was alone in her 3-bedroom condo. Her unease had been growing day by day, and it weighed heavily on her. For what felt like the millionth time she sighed. It really didn't look as if she was going to be able to post that update. The version of her all the people saw online needed to be happier than anyone else, and yet, I need a distraction. If she recalled, a cafe had just opened in front of the station. If all went well, she might be able to write a blog post on that. After all, once the baby came, she wouldn't be able to step out for tea anymore. I would really rather go with Yosuke, though. Shaking off that haze that blanketed her heart, she put extra effort into getting ready, selecting a brand new cashmere dress and coat. She put on her favorite pair of pumps. Her lipstick was also a new color, just purchased. When she left through the building front entrance, a shockingly red evening sun had dyed the sky in ominous shades, and an uncomfortable sense of déjà vu swept over her. The sun seemed to be burning down the sky from the horizon. Hadn't it been just like this when she wandered into that odd mansion? Huh? The next thing she knew, she lost her way again. Up again was a tunnel overgrown with Japanese ivy, still green even in the dead of winter. If she kept going this way, she'd reach that European-style house and its peculiar residents. No, I don't want this. She almost turned to go back on reflex, but she stopped herself. Even if she tried to retrace her steps, she didn't know how she gotten here. Once night fell, it was bound to get colder. She wanted to avoid getting too bad a chill, for her sake and for her child's. Paying a second visit to that house might be her only option, even if it meant seeing that boy again. Welcome. I've been expecting you. A voice that sounded like a little bird song invited Satsuki into the study. Languid sunset light tinted the whole room crimson. The boy's white kimono had looked like a burial robe already, but now it even looked dyed with blood. Naturally, she hadn't come here on anyone's invitation, but the moment Satsuki heard the boy speak, she felt certain she'd been summoned. Please, make yourself comfortable, he said brightly. And in the blink of an eye, teacups appeared in front of them. Feeling as if she were acting out a script, Satsuki took a seat in one of the chairs. The boy's assistant sat on the remaining chair. Although his facial features weren't bad at all, the young man's hair looked like he just rolled out of bed. That, and his vague eyes dragged his first impression down to the level of comedian. He looked like someone who wanted to take the hard route through life. It reminded Satsuki of her former lover. By the way, I've discovered who sent those malicious emails. The unexpected voice was almost insolently cheerful. Immediately, Satsuki's temper flared. She stood up. That's enough! That matter is over and done with. Junya Sakura, your ex-fiancé. A piece of paper slid across the tablecloth to her. A copy of a newspaper article dated 4 months ago. A corpse was found hanging by the neck in an abandoned house in the city. It was reported to the police by a man and woman who had entered the site as a test of courage. The corpse belonged to a man between 20 and 30 years of age, and death seemed to have occurred several days previously. No suicide note was found. Police are working to identify the individual and his exact cause of death, as well as to determine any motives. This corpse belongs to Junya, the boy said impassively. Satsuki just stood there frozen, speechless. How on earth had he identified him? Junya suffered from depression after dropping out of high school. Junya suffered from depression after dropping out of college, so he retreated to his parents' house and seldom left. A few months ago, his parents forced him to leave their home, and overcome with negative thoughts about his future, he hanged himself. It's not his own fault. What he'd done came back to haunt him, that's all. Do you really think so? The boy pressed. Satsuki blinked in an exaggerated way. Yes, I do. She couldn't hide the quiver in her voice. Trying to calm herself down, she picked up her teacup. The tea had been brewed so strong that it was almost the color of blood. She probably shouldn't drink it. The caffeine might harm the fetus. However, right now, she was desperate to divert her attention from the boy, even though she still needed to question him closely to find out exactly what and how much he knew about her. Huh? Something was reflected in the liquid's surface. An old woman hanging by the neck above Satsuki, gazing down at her with hollow eyes. As soon as she saw it, Satsuki screamed and sprang to her feet. Kathunk. She dropped her teacup, and the red stain spread over the carpet like blood. What was that? My, whatever is the matter? You look as if you've seen a ghost. I need to get out of here, Satsuki thought. She had to run from this boy, right now. Her first mistake had been thinking she'd be able to leave this house without something happening to her. Oh, before you go, please, take a look at this photograph if you would. The boy held out a smartphone. For some inexplicable reason, she found herself looking at a photo filled with memories for her. It had been taken during a seminar camping trip. They were cleaning up after a barbecue, and Juno was taking notes, his smartphone wedged between his shoulder and his ears. A soapy sponge in one hand. From what she remembered, the call had been from his part-time job. All he'd had to do was say he'd call them back, and yet that awkwardness of his had been charming. She'd remembered not being able to resist teasing him about it. What about this photo? His left hand. What? Junior's hand. If you look closely, you'll see that he's holding the pen in his left hand. Hastily, she took another look at the photo. He's right. The soapy sponge was in his right hand. His other hand was the one with the ballpoint pen. He appears to have been extremely flustered. Would anyone instinctively take notes with their non-dominant hand at a time like this? In other words, Junior's dominant hand was originally his left. It can't be. That's not possible. He always used his right hand in class and during chores. He must have been trained to do so when he was young, because he behaved as if he were right-handed for all intents and purposes. No one around him picked up on it. His parents' unfair discipline may have been prejudiced attempt to correct his left-handedness. Junior has said that his parents had hit him without mercy in the name of discipline. Could that really have been to train him to stop using his left hand? When I heard about the mirror writing, something tugged at the back of my mind. Characters that are flipped horizontally are easier for left-handed people to write. As a result, many of them pick mirror writing naturally at a young age. Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice and the Wonderland, is said to have been able to write backwards because he was born left-handed. At that point, the boy held up his index finger, and that leaves us with a problem. When a left-handed person strikes someone who's facing them, the other person's right cheek is the one that hit. However, when Junior struck you, it was your left cheek that was swollen, correct? What are you trying to say? In short, that you staged the assault. You slipped the silver ring off Junior's hand while he was sleeping, put it on your own finger, and hit yourself in the face. Mixing over-the-counter medication from the drugstore into his drink would have been enough to ensure that he fell asleep. That's a lie. I'll sue you for defamation. The intensity of her shout was like a slap across the face, but there was an edge of hysteria in her voice. Still smiling, the boy raised a porcelain cup to his lips. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm trying to save you from misfortune. You better not be joking. What exactly do you know about me? As a matter of fact, I had Beniko the young woman who showed you in, researched your family today. You lost your mother when you were in middle school, didn't you? She hung herself, just as Junior did. So, what about it? There was a note of sharp disgust in her voice. According to the neighbors, your mother had a tendency to sigh and complain. She compared her fortune to others at every turn, envying, resenting, lamenting the people around her. She was unhappy right up to the end of her death. Yes, my mother and I are polar opposites. She could feel her lips curve ironically. The boy shook his head quietly. No, you're just like her. What? For both of you, your happiness is based far too heavily on others. You can't define happiness on your own terms. For that reason, you are more unhappy than anyone. It's not true. Satsuki shook her head. A happy marriage, life as a happy couple. In order to have it all, she'd worked twice as hard as anyone else. She'd practically coughed up blood to get this far. Just a little further. I'm almost there. She was already carrying her long-awaited first child in her womb. Once she had this baby, she'd have everything the world envied. This time, she was sure she'd find happiness. You see, the fact that you keep pursuing happiness is proof that you aren't happy. The boy chuckled, deep in his throat. Then, with the eyes of a cat toying with a mouse, he told her, Due punishment awaits those who sin. That is the law of karma. However, as children don't choose their parents, there is room for sympathy in your case. If you wish to escape hell's punishment, go to someone and confess your sin. If you don't, you'll fall into a living hell. Satsuki didn't even have to think about it. Immediately, she stood up, speaking as if she were wringing the words from her throat. I'd rather die. A moment later, her vision seemed to dim. The sun had just burnt out. Night had fallen. It was as if the only candle in the dark room had been extinguished. The boy's face turned towards Satsuki. Even in the gloom, it was far too pale. Then, to hell you must go. A mocking smile curled the boy's lips. What? She asked, but his hands came together sharply, and then, huh? The next thing she knew, she was standing on the street she recognized, a narrow lane about 10 minutes' walk from her apartment. She must have started home without realizing. She couldn't remember leaving the house, though. Could it all have been a dream? That European mansion towering beyond the green tunnel, the boy in his white kimono that reminded her of a burial robe. Maybe it had all been a nightmare. Yet unease clung to her like a black mist. It felt as if someone irrevocably might happen at that very moment. Oh, why me? Why me? Catching herself muttering the words, she bit her lip. Oh, why me? Why me? It was what Satsuki's mother had always said. The woman had been one big ball of grumbles, complaints, and grievances. No matter what she happened to be doing, out of nowhere she'd start muttering, why me, why me? If she heard that neighbors had taken a trip to Europe or a relative had remodeled their kitchen, she'd say, look at us, and give a deep dramatic sigh. Oh, why me? Why me? Why am I so unhappy? When Satsuki was in 5th grade, she'd bought her mother an apron for Mother's Day in an attempt to make her happy. It cost a whole 10,000 yen. Putting all the New Year's money she managed to save up into her wallet. She'd gone to a faraway department store to buy it, transferring between several different buses to get there. She thought her mother would be glad. She hoped her mother would smile for her. She was supposed to laugh, and tell Satsuki how happy she was, but... Oh, for goodness sake, an apron? What? Are you telling me to work even harder around the house? Her mother had let out a deep dramatic sigh. Oh, why me? That woman next door got a bouquet of carnations. When Satsuki heard that, she felt something in her heart explode. I'd be better off if you were dead, Mom. From that day on, as far as Satsuki was concerned, she didn't have a mother. When she told her father she wanted to go to cram school, he readily gave her the money for classes and meals. He stayed away from home as much as possible for a long time, and probably felt guilty about leaving his daughter by herself with a mother like that. A lot of Satsuki's friends went to the same cram school, so she never felt lonely. She stayed at diners until 10 at night, and in the mornings, she'd leave the house without a glance at the breakfast that they had been set out on the table. Day after day after day. When she did come home, Satsuki and her mother didn't even greet each other anymore. The only things in the house that were her mother's repetitive, "Oh, why me, and Satsuki's silence, colder than ice. Now that she thought about it, that was when her mother had started to go strange. Before long, the entire neighborhood was avoiding her, and even her relatives didn't want anything to do with her. She just sat there all day long, staring at the TV with hollow eyes. One morning, Satsuki was about to walk straight through the kitchen as usual, when her mother's mumbled voice stopped her in her tracks. "Oh, why me? Why me? Why am I all alone?" the woman murmured, her eyes still on the TV. The next instant, words tumbled from Satsuki's lips. "If you don't like it, why don't you die?" It was what Satsuki has always wanted to say to her. If she hated it so much, she should just die already. Her mother's head swiveled towards her, and the sight of her face made Satsuki gulp. She hadn't really looked at her mother in a long time. And that woman was just skin and bones. It was as if she hadn't eaten for days. "Will you hang yourself with me then?" Ignoring the question, Satsuki ran out of the house. When she got home after cram school that day, her mother was standing in the dark kitchen in a daze. Or, at least Satsuki thought she was standing. As soon as she turned the lights on, she realized her mother was hanging from the ceiling by a rope. Dishes covered with plastic wrap sat on the table, and a supermarket flyer lay on the top of them. There was a message for Satsuki scrawled on it. "Someday, you'll end up like this too." Even before she called an ambulance, Satsuki tore up the flyer and threw it away. She didn't really want to make the call. She wanted to ignore the corpse and run out of the house. If the woman hadn't been dead already, she would have strangled her personally. 2 years later, when Satsuki told Junya about her mother's death, he nodded, looking vaguely troubled. "I think I get why you'd be so scared." "Scared? You're sure you don't mean mad or full of hate?" "All those things are probably true. I'm mad too, and I hate my parents, and I'm scared. I feel if I don't shut the fact that they exist out of my mind, I'll end up like them someday." Junya hadn't been blessed with good parents either. He had a burn scar on his back from when he was little. He said his father had gotten angry with him for being naughty, and had held up a hot iron up against his skin. "Still, since I managed to forget my parents entirely, you'll be the first family I've ever had, Satsuki." The carefree smile Junya had given her when he made him look very young. Stupid, trusting Junya. She thought they'd managed to find happiness together, but then... "Actually, I think I want to turn down the job offer and go to grad school instead," Junya had told her, a serious look on his face. It was the spring of their last year in college. It was pretty common for outstanding seminar students to take their advising professors to let their advising professors talk them into going to graduate school. However, it felt like Junya saw his father in the middle-aged professor and seemed to be intoxicated by the fact that the man needed him. I know we promised to get married, but do you think you could wait a little longer? Satsuki couldn't refuse. Alright, I'll be cheering you on. Thanks, Satsuki. That's what I thought you'd say. Oh, why me? Why me? She thought she heard her mother's murmuring away somewhere. It was almost as if she was whispering, "If this keeps going, you're going to end up unhappy." And then, "Listen, Satsuki, would you be interested if I set you up with someone?" Not long after, her teacher at a popular cooking school she was attending made her a very attractive offer. "I have a nephew who works for a major design agency, and I thought I could introduce you to, if you don't mind. See, here's a picture." In the photo she held out, Ryosuke, the man who would become Satsuke's husband, wore a brilliant smile. He seemed full of confidence, and that he'd lived his whole life on a winning team, and that unhappiness would forever be a foreign concept to him. "I know I'm a doting aunt, but he's pretty handsome, isn't he? His salary's not bad either. He's still young, but he's been made art director, and he's worked on designs for famous advertisements. I'm sure you've seen it. They've made TV commercials of it too." The jingle her teacher hummed belonged to a major corporation that even Satsuki had heard of. She also knew that this woman, who was a popular culinary scientist, as well as a cooking school teacher, came from a wealthy, distinguished family. By extension, this nephew of hers probably did as well. Goodness, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask the most important question. Are you seeing anyone right now, Satsuki? No, I'm not. She didn't regret that answer. However, if she broke up with Junya now, people would get the wrong idea. They'd think she was a fickle woman, blinded by the other man's job title and income. They'd sympathize with poor abandoned Junya, and it would damage her reputation. Ryusuke, her new fiancé, might even end up hearing about it. Even so, framing Junya for domestic violence had been her only option, really. Sure enough, even when Junya knew Satsuki had betrayed him, he never blamed her for it. Not only that, but as she attracted people's mistrust with her insistent claims of abuse that had never happened, Junya himself kept defending her all alone. I've got to change my category. This is Hell is Dark with No Flowers. Good morning, Keita. Satsuki, not like that, he'd said. There has to be some sort of reason. Even though there wasn't. Of course there wasn't. After all, Satsuki's motive for getting close to Junya in the first place had been sheer self-interest. She'd opened up to him about her mother's death because she thought she could win his sympathy and compassion that way. His looks and future potential made him a boyfriend that any woman would envy. And he'd been the only person she'd met with both of those traits. Up until now, that is. Stupid, trusting, poor Junya. As people around them grew more and more suspicious, Junya had repeatedly visited Satsuki's apartment and tried to talk things out. So Satsuki let him have it. Thing is, I never actually wanted to be your family. She knew just what to say to shatter him, and if you hate having parents like that so much, you should just hang yourself. That remark of hers had definitely brought Junya sorrow and misfortune. He'd quit the seminar without ever seeing Satsuki again. She'd heard rumors that he was back at his parents' house, and that had practically dropped out of society. She assumed she'd never see him again, but... Hey, want to hang yourself with me? 4 months ago. As she was walking home from her college reunion, Junior had appeared in front of her and revealed himself as the sender of those nasty emails. She barely recognized him. The shoulders of his dingy jacket were speckled with flakes of dandruff, and there were horrible dark circles under his eyes that peeked through long unkempt hair. He was the picture of misfortune. At that very thought, irritation and loathing welled up inside Satsuki, and she turned her back on Junior without saying a word. Just like her mother on that day she'd hang herself. He didn't even seem worth speaking to. Then, all of a sudden, a stabbing pain ran through her neck. As she was blacking out, she realized he'd used a stun gun on her, after which he carried her unconscious body to an abandoned building. When she woke up, his corpse was hanging right in front of her. She screamed, dashed out of the building, and ran back home to her apartment. And that had been the end of it. Junior hadn't left a suicide note. The public accepted that he was a former elite who failed at life and killed himself. And he was forgotten without even getting a proper funeral. No one knew about Satsuki's sin, about the abuse she'd fabricated. Everything was over. There was nothing left to threaten her now, or there shouldn't have been. I had no idea I was pregnant at that time. As her belly grew rounder by the day, Satsuki's unease grew more insistent. What if Junior had assaulted her while she was unconscious? She carried her off and planned to die with her, but at the last moment, he decided not to kill her. Had he been betting on the possibility that she conceive his child? Would the baby grow inside of her, become the seed of some irreparable misfortune? Oh, why me? Why me? Her husband's behavior increased her anxiety. Had he instinctively realized the baby wasn't his? Was that why he was being so cruel? He couldn't have, and yet, no matter how many times she told herself it wasn't true, Rooster really was avoiding her. His disgusted expression was exactly like the one her father had used with her mother. Oh, why me? Why me? Why am I all alone? A voice raised in the back of her mind, and Satsuki shook her head firmly, driving it away. I have to try harder. 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 She had to be happier than anyone else. After all, if she ended up unhappy, she'd hang herself, just like her mother's last words had predicted. Oh, I see. She'd figured it out. The true form of the whisper that had possessed her was that scrap of paper. The one that said, someday you'll end up like this too. Oh, Satsuki. A voice had abruptly called out to her, and Satsuki stopped so suddenly she almost pitched forward. Turning back, she saw her former teacher, the one who once introduced her to Ryosuke. Ryosuke. Once Satsuki had married her nephew, the self-declared doting aunt had treated her with affection as well, taking her shopping or out to lunch whenever she had the opportunity. Satsuki did feel lucky. If cracks developed in their marriage, though this woman would definitely side with her nephew. That's why Satsuki hadn't wanted to see her lately, especially not right now. Perfect timing. I was in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd stop by. You haven't let me see much of you lately, you know? I've been wondering how you were doing. I'm sorry. Ryosuke's job has kept him very busy lately. Oh dear, that's fine. They say husbands are best when they're happy and out of the way. But running a household by yourself is an awful lot of work. Listen, why don't you come over, have dinner with me? There's a brand new cafe in front of the station. It's that same cafe, Satsuki thought. Come to think of it, that's why she'd left the apartment in the first place. On top of that, she could feel her mood growing lighter and longer. She spent with this energetic, generous woman. That settles it. We'll go to the cafe together. For the first time in a long while, she felt genuinely cheerful, and that's when it happened. Sorry, I can't. I'd promised I'd go hang myself. Even Satsuki couldn't believe the words she blurted out. What did I just say? I'm sorry. I forgot I had something I needed to do. Excuse me. Hastily bowing to her dumbfounded teacher, Satsuki fled. Hang myself? Me? This is actually a redeem for a bedtime story, which I did not do last time, so I will do it this time. I was hoping I would finish reading this chapter, but how long is this chapter? It's quite a few pages. The idea seemed ridiculous, and yet an unsettling premonition was swelling up inside her. She couldn't take any more anxiety and tension. It felt as if her nerves might snap with a bang at any moment. She wanted to scream, "Help me," to anyone who'd listen. If it's... No. I'm gonna go until 1:30. That's what I decided. She wanted to stamp her feet like a small child and wail, "I'm so unhappy." She only ever been able to do things like that with Junya. The apartment's no good. I'll be alone there. I have to go somewhere with people. With no idea where to go, she kept walking at random. She got the feeling she was headed towards the park, but she felt oddly detached from the idea, as if this were happening to someone else, when all of a sudden, a pair of legs swung down to dangle in front of her. They'd seemed to be blocking her way, telling her she'd reach the end of the line. Come to think of it, the memory of her mother's corpse rose into her mind. She'd been wearing that apron, the one Satsuki had given her as a child. The plastic-wrapped plates on the kitchen table had held dinner for two. Maybe her mother had wasted away to skin and bones because she'd been waiting until she could eat with Satsuki again. Mom. She murmured the word almost involuntarily, and then something that had been squirming relentlessly inside of her, gathering heavily in her own lower abdomen, bearing down, and then a hot, viscous mass flowed out between her legs. Oh, it's been born, Satsuki thought silently. Then her mind shut off, as if someone had flipped a switch. Way. She heard crying, somewhere in the darkness. Was that a small child? No, a baby. It was in pain, suffering, sad, lonely. It seemed to be insisting that it had to cry. It kept screaming, "Help me, help me," to anyone who'd listen. Just hear how miserable I am, it said. Oh, I need to hurry. I need to hold it close. I need to make it shut up. I need to stop it. I can't let anyone else notice it. Before anybody tells me you're unhappy, I need to strangle it, fast. When Satsuki opened her eyes, she was on the cold, tiled floor of a public bathroom. Right beside her, an infant was wailing at the top of its lungs. Stop crying. She crawled over to it and set a hand on its neck. Immediately, its head warped as if it were made of clay, transforming into a terribly familiar face. Mom? She almost called out to her on reflex, but then she noticed. No, it's not her. That face belongs to... If you don't like it, why don't you die? The baby whispered, and then it leered at her with a truly disgusting expression. By the time Satsuki realized it was her own face, her hand was already clenched around the infant's throat. There was a light kirk and a sensation as if she's broken a twig in her hands. How can it have been so easy? I've always wanted to do that to myself. I have to be happy, happier than anyone else. After all, if I'm not, I won't be able to forgive myself. And yet, all of a sudden, she didn't know what she should do anymore. Oh, what do I do? Hurry, hurry. I need to be happy right this minute, but what did I have to do again? Oh, that's right. I remember. I need to hang myself. Then Satsuki stood. Satsuki took the strap of her shoulder bag, hooked it onto the ventilation window, wrapped its end around her throat, and let herself drop. A few days later, Seiji, who was still freeloading, got a text from Saori. Incredibly, Satsuki's hanging corpse had been found in a park restroom, the suicide bathroom. She'd hooked her purse strap over the ventilation window and hadn't left a note. Do you know anything about this? If you think of something, anything at all, please tell me. It was an extremely agitated message. Just you wait. That girl's going to end up unhappy. It's bound to happen. It's going to be soon. It had turned out just the way Saori had predicted, but all he could see in her words was confusion and regret. When Seiji read the text to Shiroshi at 3 o'clock tea, I see. That's a pity, Shiroshi said. Then he took a sip of deep red tea. His expression was perfectly composed, almost as if he'd known this was going to happen. Doesn't that mean Satsuki hanged herself right after she left here? Yes, she must have. Did her conscience start to bother her or something? She didn't seem like she was planning on killing herself. Well, sometimes people hang themselves even when they don't really want to. You're kidding, right? Maybe, maybe not. Yanshiroshi chuckled. As usual, it was a pretty cryptic response. Never mind that. Seiji's eyes went to the second text. This one made even less sense to him. Saori said that when they examined Satsuki's body, they didn't find a baby. After Seiji had heard about the suicide, his first reaction was to ask about the baby. It had almost certainly died, but maybe there had been some miraculous 1 in a million chance it had survived. However, Saori's response had been completely unexpected. She couldn't have been pregnant. Satsuki was on her period when she killed herself. Ridiculous. How was that even possible? By the way, you can get your period during pregnancy. But let's ignore that for now. The question made Shiroshi chuckle a little. I see. I guess that makes you a fool, Seiji. Struck by a surprise uppercut, Seiji froze speechless. Why was he getting insulted at a time like this? Ignoring Seiji's living statue impression, Shiroshi calmly poured himself a second cup of tea, smiling slightly as if he was savoring its fragrance. Didn't you think it odd? I just assumed you picked up on it as well. But picked up on what? Satsuki was never actually pregnant. Huh? He caught himself reacting like a pigeon who'd been shot with a popgun. It was a delusion. Perhaps one could call it a type of false pregnancy. Think back. During her first visit to this house, she claimed to be on her way to the obstetrician. However, she was wearing slim-heeled pumps. Oh, so that was it. When he'd felt something was off at that time, what he'd noticed was her feet. Besides, there are no obstetrics clinics near here. The only thing like that in the neighborhood was a psychotherapy practice. Then she was, yes, I would imagine she was seeing a counselor for her delusional pregnancy. But her symptoms hadn't improved. Her husband hadn't known what to do with her, and when he gradually began to avoid coming home, the loneliness had probably made her symptoms worse. This had probably been the real source of her anxiety. It isn't possible to hound someone to suicide and then go on as if it never happened. Guilt, regret, remorse, anxiety, the fear of discovery. Those feelings become a distortion that came to dwell in her. Then that's why Satsuki died, Seiji murmured, feeling somewhat relieved. If Satsuki's conscience was what had driven her to suicide, then the fact that she talked with Shiroshi at the mansion here, right before it happened, was just a coincidence. But, well, it's probably time I told you, Seiji. Setting his teacup down with a soft clink, Shiroshi smiled gently. For some reason, that smile seemed suddenly ominous, and Seiji involuntarily scooted his chair back, to give a brief, sharp creak that sounded like a scream. Let's review. The most prominent characteristic of a yokai aobosu is the way he questions a person. He leaves the choice of whether to accept or refuse to the listener. If you ignore him, he'll hang you. But if you make it clear that you refuse, in most cases, he'll vanish without doing anything. Is that right? On that point, the Itsuki is far more fearsome. Itsuki? It turned out to come from a story told long ago in Edo, before it became Tokyo. Arriving late to a feast, one of the guests told the gathering, "Something urgent has come up, so I just stopped in to say I can't come," and tried to leave immediately. Since he was acting strange, they pressed him for an explanation, to which he replied, "I promised I'd hang myself at the Kuichigai gate." They forced some sake on him and kept the man there for a while. Before long, a report came in that someone had hanged themselves at the Kuichigai gate, so the guest escaped with his life. In short, an Itsuki is the type of malevolent spirit that possesses a victim. Spirits that take control of someone and stir up their dangerous impulses are usually called phantom killers. An Itsuki is a vengeful ghost of a person who has committed suicide by hanging. They take possession of random strangers and force them to hang themselves, so that the possessed person's soul will take their place in hell and release the Itsuki from their suffering. Once an Itsuki takes hold of you, there's no way to refuse them. I can't tell where you're going with this, Seiji broke in impatiently. Shiroshi smiled at him. Do you remember the story about the suicide bathroom? The one in Saori's blog, right? There's a public restroom in the park where people keep... Just as he was about to say, hanging themselves, he saw it. The circular red surface of the teacup in Shiroshi's hand showed the reflection of an old woman with wild, unkept hair hanging from her neck. Seiji started to his feet with a clatter. What? Ah, you finally noticed. What you just saw now is an Itsuki, Shiroshi explained, sounding completely unconcerned. All Seiji could do was stare at him, petrified. As it happens, the suicide bathroom was her doing. The reason no suicide notes have ever been found is because the people who hang themselves never meant to do it. What? Huh? On the way back from our meeting with Saori the other day, I stopped by that bathroom. As I'd anticipated, the Itsuki was there. So I brought her back to this house with me and had her possess Satsuki. The tone of his voice was as bright and melodic as ever. He might as well have been talking about the weather. But why? Seiji gasped. As punishment for her sin. That's why I sent her to hell, Shiroshi said simply. Seiji wanted to tell him that was ridiculous, but the Itsuki was right there, hanging from the ceiling. Even so, a primitive fear that was stronger than reason or common sense refused to accept what he was seeing as real. What in the world was this boy? By the way, Seiji, did you know that Oni, demons from hell, sometimes appear in the human world? No. Originally, these Oni weren't confined to the underworld, but could travel to the world as well. They would load the wicked into a blazing carriage and send them to the great King Enma while they were still alive. At present, however, that aspect of their role has been neglected. The number of Oni responsible for tormenting souls is limited, and the ranks of the dead keep growing, and so... Shiroshi held up one finger. As a countermeasure, Great King Enma decided to have others take over the portion of the work. In modern times, we would call this outsourcing. And as one of the branch offices, this mansion has a certain charm cast over it. He chuckled, his face even paler white than a no Hanya mask. At twilight, those who harbor secret sins are drawn to this house, unawares. All of them have evaded the law. They may have managed to hide their crime itself. Here, they find me, and it is my job to expose their sins and send them to hell. A memory came back to Seiji, the day he'd first set foot in this house. When he'd asked about the job, what Shiroshi had said was, Then you're not telling me your proxy service is... Yes, it's a proxy service for hell. Shiroshi's voice was flat and firm. It sounded like a bad joke, but someone had actually died. When there are grounds for sympathy, as there were in Satsuki's case, I make a point of giving the individual an opportunity to atone for handing down my decision. Unfortunately, he added with a trace of sadness, they almost never take it. How many people have you? 22 in all. Or rather, 23 now, including Satsuki. The ultimate goal is to send 100 people to hell. So there's a lot of work to be done. His wry smile held a rare hint of self-mockery. Now then, Seiji, are you familiar with the occult tale Ino Mononoke Roku? No. My. It's quite famous, you know. It recounts the strange events experienced by a young 16-year-old boy known as Heitaro, a feudal retainer of the domain of Miyoshi, who would later go on to call himself Budayu. Due to the absurd nature of the story, there's a tendency to assume it's fabricated. However, as a matter of fact, the historical existence of every character who appeared in it has been confirmed. Heitaro had antagonized the yokai by performing a trial of courage on Mount Higuma for the next 30 days. He was subjected to attacks from all sorts of monsters. In the end, an individual named Sanmoto Gorozemon appeared and introduced himself as the Demon King, complimenting Heitaro on his courage. The Demon King gave him a wooden mallet as a reward, then left with his retinue of yokai. You see, Sanmoto Gorozemon is my father. Normally, I use my mother's last name to conceal my parentage. But no, then what? You're the boss of the yokai? The boss's son and heir, yes, Shiroshi declared with a smile. Although there was nothing in that smile but quiet grace, it both sent chills up Seiji's spine and gave him heart palpitations. More accurately, he's only one of the figures regarded as the leader. His title may be Demon King, but he can't really throw his weight around while he's on equal competition with a rival. So he's currently doing everything he can to secure a title for himself. Shiroshi smiled, developed a wry edge, then looked at Seiji full in the face. On that note, Seiji, I have a request for you. If possible, I'd like to keep you on as my assistant. And what if I refuse? You won't. I know that for a fact. Shiroshi laughed as if he'd seen right through Seiji. His lips were curved in a crescent moon smile, and though they were as finely molded as a doll's, they seemed to echo the same Hanya mask as before. No matter how beautiful he might appear on the outside, peeling back one layer of skin would reveal a blood-slickened face of a smiling Oni. Seiji wanted to run. Even as he thought this, the soles of his feet clung to the floor, refusing to budge. It felt like a nightmare. He knew he was dreaming, but he couldn't wake up. He only had one option. An old sailor's saying goes, "Hell is right below the floorboards," and Seiji truly felt as if a gaping hole had opened up beneath him. The pit there held untold depths of emptiness and despair, as dark as the pupils of the boy's eyes. In short, if he didn't want to go through literal hell, his only option was to stay with this boy, the king of the demons, and work as his assistant. But tormenting the dead alongside one of hell's demons, watching sinners writhe in agony while he lived in fear of the judgment that would inevitably fall on him as well, wouldn't that be a living hell anyway? What if someday I commit some sort of sin? The question was out before he knew he was going to ask it. Shiroshi cocked his head, looking a little surprised. Then he gave Seiji a smile that reminded him of a white peony blooming out of season, and said, "If you do, 1,000 evils will be waiting for you." Right at that moment, Seiji felt like he finally understood what the peonies on the boy's kimono represented. Not flowers. He's the king of 1,000 horrors. And that was the end of Mystery 1. Wasn't that nice for a spooky October bedtime story? Always a pleasure to read, Hikaru. I enjoyed very much, if you can't tell by my choice of video games. But it also means that it is time for good nights. Good night, Hikaru. Good night.